see you with the soccer jersey.
Yeah, Nike. Shout out Nike.
Shout out Nike. Shout out Foot Locker for blessing the arena. On this side of the couch, we got the distinguished gentleman from Oak Cliff, who is also a card-carrying Country Club member, former #1 pick, Kenyon Martin.
What's happening, man?
And last but not least, the man they call Cemetery Larry, NCAA champion of the world, Dr. Rashad McCants, PhD.
We got the sounds back.
That was easy.
Okay. I like that shirt, man. That's a nice ass shirt, man.
They're not like a.
Yeah.
They are not.
It's fitting.
Shout out to the Dodgers. Shout out to LA rappers. Getting their names mentioned in certain tracks. A lot of beef in there.
A lot of shit going on.
There's a
lot of shit going on.
Freestyle yesterday too.
Oh yeah.
Mercury might be a retrograde.
That's what you was waiting on.
Yeah, that's what exactly what we was talking about right there.
Okay.
It's all right.
No, but that's what I did.
You getting dragged into these beefs by association.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah.
I needed that.
That AK line was crazy.
Yeah.
Little bounce back.
That was crazy.
The AK line was crazy.
I kind of want to hear what Brandon has to say. That's what I want to hear.
Oh, about the we want to speak about.
We'll talk about it in a second. That's a little tease. We want to get the numbers up first.
Okay.
In the chat.
Let them get in here.
Let them get in here. A little teaser for what's to come here on the show. We got a lot to get into. Here's what's cracking in Gil's Arena today. The Cavs stunned the Pistons in Game 5 after an epic fourth-quarter meltdown. Does Detroit have another comeback in them, or are the Pistons cooked? Shout out James Harden with the 30-piece. Skip has LeBron rated 9th. You heard that correctly, 9th on his all-time top 10 list. So we're going to find out exactly what he's smoking for that basketball blasphemy. We're going to find out.
Damn. Nigga can't have his own list.
It's a lot of smoke.
Damn.
And the NBA set to vote on anti-tanking draft lottery reform. But will it really stop teams from tricking off games to get a higher draft pick? Before we get into all that, as always, the show is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog available in most states, including Texas, California, and Florida. New customers get $50 in bonus entries when they play just $5. To get started, just use code GIL when you sign up, and it'll load instantly. Underdog, make picks, win money with code GIL. And if you can't watch this show live with us on YouTube, we got audio versions available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast from. So we're going to hit that in a second. We're going to talk Pistons, Cavs first. Or should we just talk about it? Fuck it, let's just get into it. You know, I woken out of my slumber early this morning, trying to take me a little nap. Everybody tagging me on the internet. Former friend of the program, Patrick Beverly, has some things to say about you two gentlemen on his show that we will not promote.
What did he say?
Talking about your basketball exploits in your careers.
Talking about our careers, talking about us kissing the ground. I think the kissing the ground part was a little funny because I know how I got on this couch because of Tim. Tim called me, and I know who write my checks, which is Underdog. And me and Rashad, since everybody, we've been putting in work since day one. Shit, we've been #1 for a long time, dog, sitting on this couch, creating vibes, creating waves for everybody else. Just like with you, your show with Barstool, that's their show. I guess if we're going to be kissing grounds, I guess we all need to be getting on our knees kissing grounds because Barstool owns you. You don't own your show. We're in the same predicament at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, this is Underdog show. So that's just what that is. As far as my career, man, I just feel like with the career thing, man, congratulations on, having a longer career than me. You made more money, of course. But of course, I tore my Achilles, which shifted things for me. I think you made 80 million, I made 40. So, if I don't tear my Achilles, Stan Van Gundy, you heard what he said about me. They gave Reggie Jackson 80 million. Shout out Reggie Jackson. But they gave Reggie Jackson 80 million. So, just think about what the fuck they were going to give me. Fuck. 90, 100. So, with that situation, you're not a better basketball player than me, dog. Like, you had to play a role to stick in the league. You averaged 35, 37 in high school, went to the league. You can only stay in the league if you play defense. So you was in a bad marriage. But it got you to what you got to get to, but that divorce was ugly. But man, keep going, bro. We are who we are. We do what we do. We gonna be number one. We gonna stay number one, and that's just all to it.
I'll shift over to Dr. McCants. Anything you would like to add to this?
We're doing takes and shit. This is what we doing.
But just want to get it out the way.
I just, man.
We can get the show.
Everybody knows I wasn't shit. Everybody knows that. He's not saying nothing new. Like, you're not saying nothing new about me. Like, my career was a bust. I wasn't shit. I had expectations. I did not exceed those expectations. I'm starting a new career. I'm in year 4 of my new career. And I would say I'm pretty high on the totem pole in this new career of mine. I think that I'm very well polished to do the things that I'm doing now. I have a body bag and a cemetery with a lot of bodies, body parts, figures, figurines in that. You are in one of the plots, bro. Like, it's not nothing new to me. People taking shots at the throne, it's going to be what it's going to be, right? I mean, I'm not going to go career for career, stats for stats, and none of that. I'm sitting next to Skip Bayless right now. Where are you at? All right, cool. Stephen A. came to debate, put him in the body bag too. If I'm kissing anybody's feet or any ground or any of that, amen.
But he kissing around. He kissing around.
I'm just saying, I did thank Gilbert for giving me an opportunity to revitalize, what was a tough time. And I think every former player that he thinks he's shitting on at this point in his career, that he can look down upon and be like, hey, look, if you wasn't on this show, you wouldn't be shit. So it's a lot of guys that want to do things that we're doing right now, but guys like him feel like we don't have an opportunity because you got to have a career, a resume, and all this type of shit.
But if he didn't play defense, he wouldn't be in the league long. So I don't know what the fuck the conversation is.
And if I wanted to play defense,
you did your fucking job.
If I wanted to play defense, I could do what he's doing. I could play.
But your best year in the league was not better than mine.
And I still average more points than you.
Like nothing. Like I don't know what the fuck the conversation is. Like
there ain't no conversation. It's just look. He tried out for our team, Gills Arena, twice. He still didn't make the team. Then he went, started his own team. He got cut from his own team by a point guard that was better than him. So now he's mad. He's overseas, crossing his legs.
Nothing wrong with crossing your legs, Rashad. I'm just saying.
And he's trying to figure out who's going to watch the shit, who he going to throw shots at. So throw shots at us. We cool.
Did he mention me or just them?
Kenyon, he called you a hoe. I'm just kidding. I don't think your name was mentioned.
He definitely called you a hoe. I heard that part.
I'm just kidding. I'm fucking with you. But I do have one thing to say.
I would laugh that off though.
Can we all just get along?
Like
We were getting, everybody was getting along. We wasn't doing shit.
We're minding our business.
no, he's just mad because he want more respect. And it's like, nigga, you're not getting that. Not for me. Give a fuck. Congratulations on your longer career, your little $40 more million, but nigga, you ain't better than me.
I apologize to my sister. I didn't want to go this far. I
knock
told
that
you I
shit
wouldn't, but goddamn it.
I knocked that shit off.
Well,
I'm still doing business with the Bucks. Watch out. Yeah, that's how nice I was.
Milwaukee, a fine city. Shout out to Creep City. Carson's. A lot of
Watch
great
out. I'm still around. I'm still doing everything.
But on that note, we do have a show to get into.
Yeah, shout out to Underdog, man, for giving us the opportunity
Shout
to do this and be here. You know what I'm saying? Liam, the whole line, everybody, Rob, Tim Livingston, for sure, giving us the opportunity to keep this shit going. Like, and we not gonna fucking stop. I don't care how much y'all hate me. I don't care how much y'all hate me. I get the juice from the greats, man. They tell me I can hate all I want. So it ain't gonna stop. So take a seat. You're gonna lose weight waiting for me to fall off.
Well, let's get into some actual basketball. Appreciate all y'all. Appreciate you gentlemen, too, for addressing that. Needed to be addressed. All right, but let's get into some basketball. Cavs and Pistons met in Detroit Wednesday night for Game 5. Detroit won the first 2 games of this series at their crib to take a 2-0 lead. But the Cavs responded with 2 wins in Cleveland, improving to 6-0 at home this postseason. Donovan Mitchell scored 39 of his 43 points in the second half in Game 4 to tie an NBA record as the Cavs started the third quarter with a 22-0 run, led by as much as 21 in the final frame to remain undefeated at home. The Cavs had yet to win a road game this postseason, while the Pistons had won 4 straight at home, and it appeared both streaks would continue until Detroit suffered an epic late-game meltdown to put their season in jeopardy. Let's take a look at some of these highlights.
Low lights.
For some highlights, for some lowlights for others. Pistons led by as much as 15 in the first half, held an 8-point lead at the break. The Cavs gave up 20 points off turnovers in the first half. Cleveland caught fire in the third quarter, though, outscoring the Pistons 32-20 to lead by 4 heading into the fourth frame.
Hell would he challenge that for?
James Harden led the Cavs with a playoff best 30 points on 8 of 21 shooting, along with 8 rebounds, 6 assists, game-high tying 6 turnovers. It was Harden's 50th career 30-point playoff game. Set an NBA record by scoring 30 or more in the playoffs with his 6 different teams. Donovan Mitchell added 21 points on 7 of 18 shooting, but had some big buckets when his squad needed them the most. Max Strus, big off the bench with 20 points, going 6 of 8 from distance. Evan Mobley had 19, 8, and 8. And Jared Allen put up 16 with 10 boards. So Cade Cunningham paced the Pistons with 39.7 boards and 9 assists, but also had a game-high tying 6 turnovers as well. Cade's third game this playoffs with 35-plus points. Danius Jenkins got his first career playoff start with Duncan Robinson out with a back injury, had 19 and 2 blocks. Jalen Duren, though, struggled to find his offense yet again, finishing with 9 points and 5 boards while getting benched in the fourth quarter and overtime. So this one came down to the wire. Pistons up 9, a little under 3 minutes to go in the game. Cavs responded with a 9-0 run to tie things up, sending this game to overtime. Was a questionable play at the end of regulation that we will get into in just a moment. Donovan Mitchell scored 7 points in overtime to help pace the squad, including this bucket right here, 3 for 3 in the overtime frame, 4 for 15 in the first 4 quarters of the game. James Harden went to the line. Harden missed 3 of 6 free throws in the overtime period, but missed one, got his rebound, was able to go back to the line, put the game out of reach as the Cavs get their 3rd straight win in this series and first road win of the playoffs, now return home for Game 6, where, as a reminder, they are 6-0 this postseason. So after the game, Cavs head coach Kenny Atkinson and Cade Cunningham had this reaction.
We just made big plays. We're down 8, down 9. I think that stretch right there, you know, says a lot about our progress, you know, mental performance progress, you know, mental toughness progress. Kept at it. Evan Mobley, huge plays. Max Strus, huge plays. And then, you know, regulation didn't end great. And these guys, like, they never get down, right? Like, just like, you know, great demeanor, great leadership from Donovan and Evan and James.
Tough loss, obviously we wanted to protect our home court. We failed to do that. You know, being up 3-2 is an advantage for them. It's first 4 wins, though. We know that. We've had our back against the wall before. And at the end of the day, I mean, if we can't win a game on the road, how far are we really going to get in the playoffs? How far are we going to get in this league? So, got to go win a game on the road. That's what we're going to go do.
We are DigiKey, your connection to the products that fuel innovation. DigiKey, we get technical.
She took the same elevator every day, but today she remained. Her new path had arrived via elevator or by book. Who could really say? Explore your story.
Get one of these Jimmy John's sandwiches, chips, and a drink for $8.99. Oh, that's good.
Hey Google, what's the fastest way to the pier?
I found something in the store.
Okay, what did you find?
A place. I found a place. It's like a maze. It just goes on and on. Sometimes I'm scared I'll get lost.
I've never been out this far. There's something else in here. Stay back!
So, by all metrics, Pistons should have won this game. 27 points off turnovers. Plus 10 points in the paint. Plus 16 fast break points. But, Skip, what are your biggest takeaways from the Cavs' Game 5 win over the Pistons in Detroit?
Lord have mercy on the Detroit Pistons. When the Pistons went up 9 with 2.5 minutes left, had a 97% chance of winning at home against a team that was 0-5 in these playoffs on the road, the first thing I thought of was that man over there, because that man had picked the Cleveland Cavaliers, and I said, well, he finally ate one, because he was dead wrong about this one. Was he not?
Same thing.
No, he was not. Because what ensued was an all-time playoff collapse by a home team in a crucial turning point game 5. And yet and still, what also ensued was an all-time uncalled foul at the end of regulation featuring Jared Allen, who's not a dirty player, a fouler by nature, but he's playing a little out of control because it's a desperation moment trying to get the loose basketball. And Asar Thompson does get it, and Jared Allen blatantly stumbles into the back of him. And I don't care what time in the game it is, it's just a foul. And you have to call it with 1.4 seconds left. And you have to send Asar Thompson to the other end to shoot 2 free throws. During the regular season, Asar Thompson made only 57% of his free throws. But with 4.5 minutes left in the game, he had gone to the free throw line when they were cruising up, and he made both. So he was 2 for 2 fairly recently in the game from the free throw line. Do I think he could have made one to win? I do, but I will never know because the call went uncalled. And it was just shocking and devastating to the home team. Which brings me to a second foul call that was called, a phantom call that happened with 24 seconds left in overtime. James Harden got trapped over by the Pistons bench on the sideline by a double team and was in big, bad trouble. Detroit at that point is down 2 points. Big, bad trouble. And you're just going to have to play it out. I don't know if he'd be able to call time or if he's just going to lose the basketball because he had been losing the basketball late in the game routinely, as he has had a history of doing. And he's coming apart, unraveling. And I've looked at it 100 times and I can't see a foul. But Paul Reed, who doesn't have much of a reputation in this league because he's a bench player who came in and ignited them with some great late game energy. He gets the foul call, and I'm like, God, just give it to James Harden. And he goes to the foul line and made the first, and as you pointed out, he missed the second badly. It clanged so hard off the back iron that it boinged out, and Cade Cunningham, who disappeared down the stretch of regulation. He scored 39, I give you that, but he failed to do something that all you guys were taught when when you're 6 years old or 5 years old or whenever you started. Somebody has to have the shooter, somebody has to step in front of the shooter and just block him out. You just have to get in his way because you have the space advantage over him because you're a little closer to the rim than he is, so you just have to stop him just in case it does boing long where you can catch the rebound before he catches it. And Cade just drifts toward the rim like he thought he was going to make the second one and have to take the ball out of bounds quickly and go the other direction, and you just can't. And it's why, it's playoff experience, and I look at the numbers, and James has played 185 playoff games, and Cade's now played 18. So he learned a really hard lesson because James gets the ball back, and the game is basically over because he's going to do it again. He's going to be able to make 1 of 2, and he missed 3. And just just frame it with this. I keep hearing that James Harden had a great playoff game after all those flameouts of his on his resume. No, he did not. He did score 30. I will give you that. But when I look at these numbers, in the fourth quarter and overtime last night, James Harden went 1 of 8, 0 for 3 from 3, with 3 big late turnovers, and he missed 3 free throws in overtime. James Harden is saying, here, here, and here. I'm James Harden, and I'm doing what I always do in big playoff games, here. And Detroit kept saying, no, here. Here.
We don't want it.
We don't want it.
Yeah, we don't want it. You don't?
Damn.
And James Harden gets to sit up the podium and say, yeah, I did it. Oh, did you really? Or did they not do it? Because that's what happened. They did not do it. And yeah, I know Detroit came from 3-1 down against Orlando, but this ain't Orlando. It's just not. And so I'm sure we'll address this in a moment, but I like Detroit because they won the East by 4 games, and I like their coach. And I try to like Cade, but he's still baby. He still hasn't figured it all out just yet. And I just don't think they can go back to Cleveland and figure out how to win that Game 6. So take it away.
Mr. B, let's shift over you. A lot there to digest.
Said everything. No, but I do think Detroit is cooked. I think that was a game that they needed because on the road they haven't been getting nothing from their all-star big during. And he didn't even play starting the fourth quarter. So that's going to be.
Yeah, he didn't play in the fourth or overtime. He didn't get back on the floor.
One possession, I believe, in the fourth quarter, put him in late in that game.
I think with James, I think he just got tired. I think it was a little fatigue in that fourth. He was, he had to do a lot early. I was just blaming on that fatigue, but they still got it done. Evan Mobley showed up. But, man, it was just a big win. They got that win on the road, and now they have a chance to go at home in 6 and get them out of here. So I think with Tobias, so I still think they have trouble scoring, man. Unless Cade go for one of those 50-point games, triple-doubles, then it'd be something different. But if not, I see Cleveland taking care of this.
I will shift over to this side of the couch. How quickly the tides turn, though, in this series. Pistons up 2-0 to start this one. Thought they were cooking. Cavs came back, 1-2 at their crib. Take Game 5, take a 3-2 lead. Now going back to Cleveland, where they have not lost in this postseason. What are your biggest takeaways from the Cavs Game 5 win?
Yeah, just a collapse. Up 9, 2.5 minutes to go. With that team, the way they were playing, pretty much money in the bank. But mental mistakes will cost you. Not boxing out, careless turnovers.
To ooey gooey.
To oh my word. Oh my word. Serving you a handcrafted meal that makes today
A little bit more special. That's what fills us up inside.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
These squirrels are better at saving than we are.
And more organized, too.
Try embracing your inner squirrel. When you open a BMO Savings Builder account, you get a cash reward every month you save.
That sounds great.
You can also set up savings goals and easily track your progress.
That could help us redo the yard.
You could really go nuts. Yeah, I'll show myself out.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Dignity, challenge, and respect. Misericordia, located in Chicago, is proud to serve and support children and adults with intellectual disabilities. Misericordia offers residential services as well as employment opportunities therapies, and recreational programs, and has become a national model that provides the highest quality of care designed to meet each person's changing needs. To donate, learn more, or if you are seeking employment opportunities, visit missrecordia.org.
I am a leader because I set a strong example.
I'm a leader by being responsible.
I stand up for myself and others.
I am confident. I am caring.
We want girls to lead their own way. The WNBA and NBA are proud to support Lean In Girls, a free leadership program that any school can use to help girls build confidence and resilience, embrace their strengths, and take the lead. This is what leadership looks like.
The University of Chicago Medicine is proud to be the exclusive medical provider for your Chicago Sky. Use Chicago Medicine at the forefront. The Sky are up 10 right now. Sid, without key players, how are they doing it? How do they keep doing it?
Well, they're doing it on the defensive end. Gabriella Hawkes, J.C. Sheldon, they're all doing the little things defensively to get stops. And when you get stops, you have so much more confidence on the offensive end as a unit to score the basketball and push the ball.
Tyler Marsh likes to string together 4 straight stops. They call that a kill. Looking for that. They've had it so far in this game at times. There's a stop and a steal for Minnesota.
awaken your senses. Le sel d'Issey, the new eau de parfum for men, Issey Miyake.
Share your thoughts, rate and review what you watch to help a global community find their next favorite. Download the IMDb app and get started today. To watch in one place. Download the IMDb app to start your watch list and find your next favorite. To watch in one place. Download the IMDb app to start your watch list and find your next favorite. IMDb app to start your watch list and find your next favorite. IMDb app to start your watch list and find your next favorite.
My favorite cult classic? 3 words. Micro Sculpting Cream. An OG that just got a major upgrade. Girl, you've been busy. New Olay Regenerist. Only Olay.
Diagnosed with Crohn's disease and struggling with your symptoms? It's not too soon to talk to your doctor about Entyvio for moderate to severe Crohn's and learn about the results you need, including rapid symptom relief and long-term remission. Entyvio is the only gut-focused treatment for Crohn's that helps block inflammation in the gut and works right where you need it. Infusion and
Yeah, just not paying attention to the details that's needed in real time, right, in order to secure the win. And I saw it happening in real time, right? Cleveland got more aggressive, and it seemed as if nobody wanted the ball because they were taking the ball out of camp. No, those are the times to thrive. Those are not the times to take. But no, Cleveland kept. They wanted it more. They played harder down the stretch. Yeah, and it's just unfortunate for the Pistons that they are young still. They're young, and Cleveland does have experience with Donovan and James, been in big situations before, which I think helps Kenny Atkinson in that moment. Those moments, having them to rely on, I think goes a long way. So I want to address Jalen Duren, right? Like personally, like this is, you're 22, you are still learning your game. Yes, we understand that. Points and rebounds are things that people pay attention to that get you paid. For the masses, young fella, the people that's played this game, the people that's played that position, and I am one of them, came in, was limited offensively when I first got started, yes. But my effort, day in, day out, possession after possession, made up for what my deficiencies was offensively. Always have. I went to college, I averaged 3.5 points. Could hit my ass with both hands. Couldn't, right? Couldn't throw it in the ocean, landed. Hey, couldn't throw it in the ocean from the bank, from the fucking, couldn't do it, right?
With both hands.
So I know what it is to struggle offensively. I do. But your effort, young man, is unacceptable at this level. I've watched your games against Orlando, every game. I watched every game in this series and wanted to see if you was going to change anything about your approach. And you have not. Regular season is one thing. It's free-flowing. Everything is wide open for you to be the athlete that you are. But it becomes a time when that athleticism and those things are matched with other athletic people. And when those other athletic people play harder than you, they're going to have your number. You ran into that last series and you're running into it again. You don't play hard enough. You don't. You might think you are, young man. You're not playing hard. And you're hurting your team. There's no game that you play 25 plus minutes in, young man, that you should have.
Yeah, 8-2 the game before.
Under 10 rebounds. You just shouldn't. Right? You don't play hard. And Paul Reed is outplaying you, and he deserves your minutes.
For sure.
10 points and 8 rebounds, played the entire fourth quarter all over.
He deserves your minutes. I'm going to be the one to tell you, he deserves your minutes. Isaiah Stewart deserves your minutes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Their effort is needed on that floor, and because you're an all-star and a potential all-NBA player, your coach is handicapped by playing you. They're not going to tell you this because they don't want to lose you and you to go in the tank.
Right.
I ain't got no horse in this race, young fella. I want to see you do well. I want to see you be the all-star and the all-pro player that you are. But you're not doing that. And it's your effort. Points and rebounds gonna come and go. You can control how hard you play every time you out there, bruh. And your demeanor tell me you don't care. From afar. I could be dead wrong, but I've watched a lot of basketball and been a part of a lot of basketball. And I can eyeball when I'm being bullshit. That physique, smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors, young fella. Use it. Go watch film on people similar body type and athleticism and ability and see how they approach the game, man. From the Antonio McDyces, I can name the Ben Wallace, limited offensively. Look what he did. Reggie Evans, look what he did. Like, dude, you can do something different. You can change this, but it's on you. Look in the mirror, man, and go help your team.
Obsession has critics and audiences screaming.
I love you so much.
With a 97% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, it's the best reviewed horror movie of the year. You have been warned. Obsession, rated R.
At Marshall's, our buyers hustle 24/7 to get you great deals on the...
Cavs go back in front. We approach 4 minutes to go in this first quarter.
The shooters are going to be so important. Cleveland missed Sam Merrill for a game and lost. Detroit missed Duncan Robinson for a game and lost. Good to have that shooting around your stars.
Cunningham makes his move, puts it over Wade, and hits.
First bucket of the night for Cade Cunningham.
Cunningham is averaging 29.3 points per game in the playoffs. Allen too strong, rebounded by Cunningham. Pistons are running. Thompson has got another here. He bangs into Merrill, who goes down hard.
Well, Merrill earned that one. I mean, we always talk about giving up your body. Merrill gave up his health for that one. My gosh, that is full speed.
That is an offensive foul on Asar Thompson, and Merrill needs a moment.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is arguing that, but that's an easy call. And he may be arguing it, but he's not going to challenge it because he knows darn well the call was correct.
That is the first Detroit turnover of the night.
There's Ben Wallace looking on. Ben Wallace looks like a college professor, doesn't he?
He's a professor of rebounding and blocks.
You know what? You're exactly right. And he looks like he could stand in front of a group and give those lessons.
And Rip Hamilton looks like he could play for the Detroit Tigers today.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Harden drives in on Sasser and scores off the window.
Way too easy. You don't see the Pistons give up buckets like that very often. And interesting, J.B. Bickerstaff has been going to Paul Reed ahead of Isaiah Stewart in the last couple of games. But tonight, he goes with Beef Stew before Paul Reed.
LeVert coughs it up, gets it back, trying to save. He does. Shot clock is winding down. Cunningham. It's an air ball. And a shot clock violation.
And this is the drive before. Isaiah Stewart does nothing on the pick and roll there. It never gets between the ball and the basket. It's got to be better defense than it usually is for the Detroit Pistons.
And J.B. Bickerstaff, when we talked to him prior to the game, he said, we want to cut down on the silly fouls. We don't need our guys reaching. We trust our bigs. In that situation, seems like they were doing the right thing. Stewart just didn't get there in time to do anything. Out of bounds, Cleveland retains. And Dennis Schroeder is going to check in for the Cavaliers.
Or he isn't.
Nope, they're going to wait till the next dead ball. 2:47 to go in this first quarter. Cavaliers shooting it at 47% from the field. Detroit 37%. Stewart defending Mobley. Give it up. Merrill, one dribble, fade, short. Tracked down by Wade. Shot clock doesn't reset. A hoist. It goes. Evan Mobley with a grenade three. Wow.
Tough one there for the Pistons. Great defense by Marcus Sasser on Merrill. And then an air ball, Dean Wade turns it in to a second attempt.
Cunningham, copyright that move for Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, I like that when he gets James Harden on him on the switch, to not wait and turn it into an isolation, to just go quickly.
Harden against Robinson. Harden into the paint. And Robinson committed and is going to pick up the foul.
Dean Wade, great hustle. And then Mobley able to knock it down. And this is what Cade Cunningham's got to do when he gets that switch. The last time he got that switch, he held the ball and isolated and allowed Cleveland to come over and help early.
Cover now for tonight's live update presented by FanDuel. Detroit minus 3.5, over under 198.5.
Well, James Harden has by far the most playoff experience of anyone in this game. He's playing his 187th playoff game. The next is actually Dennis Schroeder playing in his 88th playoff game tonight.
Mitchell is yet to score. Harden has 3, yet Cleveland's got a 5-point lead. Robinson foul in three-point territory. 3 free throws for Duncan Robinson. Harden picks up the personal.
Well, here it is. Harden on the closeout. Puts a hand right in his midsection. Easy call for Ben Taylor. Certainly not going to elicit a challenge from the Cavaliers bench.
Duncan Robinson shoots it at 75% at the free throw line, coming off the bench after not playing in Game 5 because of a lower back injury. And J.B. Bickerstaff said, hey, Duncan, he's a team guy. Whatever we need of him, that's what he'll do. Right attitude. Jenkins has stepped forward and played well on the starting role. And as you mentioned, JB Bickerstaff is going with his gut. Sasser playing in the opening quarter. Stewart playing ahead of Paul Reed here in Game 7.
Listen, when you play well for JB Bickerstaff, you're going to get to continue to play. Duncan Robinson shooting 58% from three in this series. That is what makes guys panic and get a little too physical, and you turn a 58% three-point shooter, which is unbelievable, into 75 at the line.
Swing, Merrill, got him.
You can't leave Sam Merrill open. They've been a much better team when they've had Sam Merrill. He came in only 35% the series from three, but that guy can get it going at any point.
Sasser misses on the corner, Jay. Rebounded by the veteran Schroeder and a former Piston. Handed off to Mitchell. His jumper is pure. A straightaway tray.
Well, off that handoff, I think Isaiah Stewart has got to be up more on Donovan Mitchell. You can't just let him come off and have a clean look.
And this is the largest lead of the night for the Cavaliers. Little stop and go by Cunningham. He clears for Sasser. Under a minute to play in the first. Sasser the drive, a little bit out of control. Kick, LeVert, his jumper, air ball. Mitchell, down the floor, Schroeder. And the Pistons get back defensively. Merrill gives it up for Mitchell. Cleveland has made 5 threes. Detroit has made 2. Mitchell could not convert, and LeVert comes away with it.
Pretty frantic pace early in this first quarter for a series that has been the second slowest pace series of the 12 playoff series to this point.
There's a 3-second difference. Shot clock to game clock. Sasser's a step back three. Bottom. 28-22 Cleveland. 2 seconds. 1 second. Mitchell banks it in. A spider bite at the end of the quarter.
Wow. Already 6 threes for Cleveland, and we said the team that has made the most threes has won the last 5 in this series.
Donovan Mitchell beats the buzzer at the end of 1. You're watching the NBA playoffs presented by Google.
And replay has confirmed the on-floor decision, successful three-point field goal prior to expiration of the period.
Report any behavior of this nature to the guest service staff.
I know you see the sign. When you see the sign on your side, you know what to do.
I don't know about you, but I feel good.
Somebody make some noise. Oh, is that what I think it is? I think we got a few T-shirts.
I don't know about you, but I feel good.
Pistons fans, if you want a T-shirt, it's time to put your hands in the air.
All night long, you want to ride out and get on.
Hoopers looking for one of the livest in the arena.
You don't get through, live life, don't let it live you.
is Game 7 between the Cavaliers and the Detroit Pistons. The winner advances to the Eastern Conference Finals. Highly anticipated, high intensity, and Cleveland has got the lead as we start this second quarter. Cavaliers go 6 of 13 from the field. They have 10 assists. Cavaliers 6 of 13 from three-point territory. Paul Reed is in for the Pistons. Robinson floats it up and gets the roll.
That's a great job by Duncan Robinson. The threat of him as a shooter, and he understands it. They're trailing him off the screen. He curls. He's become a lot better on those floaters.
Robinson takes it away from Merrill. And then Merrill pokes it away from Robinson, but a foul.
Merrill was right there in front. He didn't need to reach. But I think he said, hey, the last time I stood here, I almost got killed. So this time I'm going to protect myself with a reach. But that's great defense by Duncan Robinson. He's not a standstill three-point shooter. He's a guy who plays on the move. And we asked J.B. Bickerstaff about his defense before. And he said, no, he's underrated as a defender. He will be in the right position. He will execute the game plan.
As Cunningham was making his move, the whistle blew.
Sam Merrill again on Duncan Robinson. This is what happens with shooters. The fear of shooters draws fouls. It draws extra defenders that open other people up. It opens up space for your teammates. Guys like Duncan Robinson and Sam Merrill are extremely important to any team.
So back-to-back fouls on the 6-year veteran out of Utah State, Merrill. Robinson, give it back for Cunningham. Cunningham drives, and Cunningham finishes.
Way too easy and to his strong hand. Dean Wade's an excellent defender. He's got to be better than that.
Mitchell, hard drive, and he banks it home.
But you see how he got his body into Paul Reed there. Never gave Paul Reed a chance to block that shot.
Thompson takes it inside, but comes up short, gets poked out of bounds by Reed.
Well, and here's Cade Cunningham to the rim, very easy.
33-26 Cavaliers. That jumper doesn't go for Mobley. Offensive rebound. Mitchell tees it up and hits it off the iron. Another offensive board, and Mobley draws the foul against Reed.
Well, right now, the offensive rebounding battle that is so big in this series is going Cleveland's way. And watch Donovan Mitchell on this drive. Here's what we're talking about. He gets into his body and just shields the ball from Paul Reed. Excellent finish.
Look at the upcoming national TV schedule. The Western Conference Finals gets underway tomorrow night. NBC and Peacock, they've got you covered for the Spurs and the Thunder. Knicks awaiting the winner of this one, Cleveland and Detroit. That series gets underway on ESPN on Tuesday night. For more on these games, go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app.
Ryan, I know you're always concerned, always want to know my schedule. I will be watching both of those games.
I'm going to mark that down on my calendar.
Yes, I know you want to know.
Stan watching games for the rest of the postseason.
There you go.
High pass handled by Cunningham. He's in there with Sasser, Reed, Thompson, and Robinson. Cunningham stops, pops, and misses. Another board for Mobley.
Well, the guys in the studio made this point before Game 6. The Cavaliers not afraid of any of the matchups.
Oh, Mobley! Big finish!
Donovan Mitchell just distributing all over the place. But the Cavs, they'll start in the matchups they want, but they'll willingly switch. Our guys in the studio said the whole idea is to make Cade Cunningham consistently have to create shots one-on-one.
Donovan Mitchell now with 4 assists. Mobley has 8 points, 6 rebounds, and an impressive throwdown.
Yeah, but I mean, Donovan Mitchell's just making plays. We said he's averaging under 3 assists a game in the playoffs. Already has 4 in this game. We're only 15 minutes into the game.
Mitchell picks up the foul. Cleveland's got its largest lead. Deflection there by Mobley, who brings a 7-foot 4-inch wingspan to the party.
Yeah, Evan Mobley, a hard guy to pass around. And this isn't a team with great overall size. They've got Allen and Mobley, but they're fairly small, like especially right now on the perimeter.
Robinson puts it up. Rebound, battled for, Reed claims it. Sasser, shooting practice. Off. And a loose ball foul called on the inside against the Cavaliers.
Well, we talked about shooters drawing fouls. Guys who consistently attack the offensive glass will draw fouls and put other teams in foul trouble.
So Mitchell picks up the personal. That's his second. Robinson lost it for a moment. Shot clock is down to 7. Reed one-on-one with Wade. Reed off one leg. And it's knocked over to Schroeder.
Cavalier defense in the half court right now has been outstanding.
And a foul is called as Mitchell made his way towards the rim. Pistons have missed their last 5 shots, and the foul is called on this move. They could have called Sasser. They got Cunningham on the second swipe.
Well, they were both obvious fouls. You're right. They could have called either one.
So it sends Mitchell to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Tied an NBA record with 39 points in a half. Most in the playoffs, tying Sleepy Floyd. That was back in Game 4. It's win or go home. Get the NBA app to follow the trend shaping this game. Go behind the scenes in the Moments tab and tap to watch games live. Download the NBA app today.
If I'm the Cavs down here, if I'm the Pistons, I know the Cavs are switching everything. I'm going to get Donovan Mitchell on Cunningham, and Cunningham can attack. Mitchell's got 2 fouls. Early in the game, he was switching very aggressively. Not so much now. This is a time Cade Cunningham can really take advantage of that switch.
Free throw attempts. The last 5 games, Cleveland has 157. Detroit has 93. Tonight, they are 3 of 7 at the line. The Pistons are 3 out of 5. Cunningham to bounce. Reed attacks, and it's denied by Allen.
That was a great block. Came out of Paul Reed's vision. Didn't see him coming, able to get the block.
The lead is 11 for Cleveland. Allen asking for it one-on-one with Harris. Turns, and he's hacked hard.
Here it is. Paul Reed thinks he's got this with Jared Allen right there. I didn't like the foul down here by Tobias Harris. I think Tobias is strong enough to play Jared Allen. I would much rather have him try to score over the top, especially early in the game, and not give up time.
And that's another miss of the free throw line for Cleveland. Now 3 out of 8. Jenkins back in. He replaces Robinson. Cavaliers are trying to make their first trip to the conference finals without LeBron on the roster since 1992. 1 out of 2 for Jared Allen.
So you're saying LeBron elevated the Cavs franchise?
I think you can infer that.
Okay, yeah, I did.
I think you did. 38-26, Cleveland.
I like this. You got to go at Donovan Mitchell right now.
Harden helps off the double team. Thompson ducks inside, but could not finish it.
Well, Jared Allen doing a great job of rim protection right now. Made him alter his shot. I like the idea, though, of going at Donovan Mitchell with 2 fouls. He's starting to get rolling offensively, and you don't want to let him get going.
Mitchell gets it blocked by Thompson.
Well, that's Thompson's second block. Other than perimeter shooting, this guy does literally everything. That's the second one we've seen tonight, both of them coming from behind.
So the Cavaliers will have 8 seconds to work with. 8:07 mark of the second quarter. Harden gets it in for Mitchell. Defended tightly there by Harris. Mitchell trying to shake him off. Bounces. Allen, extra. Harden had to shoot it. Another shot clock violation.
Yeah, James Harden's not a quick release shooter. He's the guy who likes to get the ball, massage it, dribble it, get his rhythm and go. And he's not comfortable when he gets tossed a grenade, as you call it, late in the shot clock.
38-26, Cavaliers. Cunningham has been held in check and misses on a 3-ball. And Harden gets fouled on the rebound.
I didn't like that from Cade. Cade's a very good three-point shooter, especially in the playoffs, but he got Mitchell switched onto him. Mitchell with 2 fouls, who has been playing passively because of that. And look how passive he was. Early in the game, Mitchell was switching aggressively. I know you've got room, but go at him.
Stan, the Pistons have missed their last 8 shots. And Cleveland has got a 12-point advantage. Schroeder, swing it, Merrill, he sticks a 3.
That's just an overhelp. No reason for Cade Cunningham to be coming that far off of Sam Merrill, and that's Sam Merrill's 3rd made 3, and the 7th for the Cavaliers already. Dennis Schroeder here just making finish over Tobias Harris, and Duran is there.
It is a 10-0 run. The Cavaliers have answered the call on the road in Game 7.
Around, good God, make me lift up your gown, but your face so sweet, wanna spin you around. If I go late, gang, I'll bring you around.
All right, Pistons fans, it is Sunday. It's time to go to the heavens. The highest flyers in the arena, presented by Discount Tire. Make some noise for the Extreme Team. Extreme. Extreme. Cosmic. First off the tarmac. Over the fuse, off the glass, the blitz. One more time to Tornado. Another time to Showtime. Back over to Glitzer. It's a Venom Slam. The weather calls for lightning. Followed by a little Astro report. And you know Ace is in the place. Razor with a front flip. The Extreme Team. The highest. Oh, wait a second. We're switching things up. Upside down. Cosmic, wait a second.
Can you really?
Oh my! Let's go, Cosmic! Flip 2 feet on the trampoline over the Venom. Showtime between the legs. Got it over the fuse. It's Ace's turn. Over the Twister. Razor between the legs of Astro. And this is
Run that back, man.
Tornado Slam. Oh, it ain't over. Venom off the glass, the blitz off the floor, the lightning. One more time, the Cosmic with a 360. That's crazy, Cosmic. What a slam. Tornado time. Oh, Razor off the glass confused. Twister's got it. Ace, and this is showtime. Make some noise for the Extreme Team.
Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out,
Presented
bring them
by
out.
Discount Tire.
Yell when the barrel's in your mouth.
Come on.
Bring them out, bring them out.
All right, secure your 26-27 Piston memberships. Unlock playoff priority access. Merchandise, events like Meet the Team, or the Pistons.com/membership.
The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got a hit, but shorty, he not out. Who set the city on fire as soon as he got free? The king back now. Raws don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, strippers getting naked before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down.
Cavaliers have opened up a 15-point lead here in the second quarter. It's time right now for our Google search deep dive. Loud NBA home crowds, how they affect an away team during the playoffs, Stan. Obviously, you work the NBA, you can feel the crowd's energy, but you can also neutralize it, which what we're seeing right now from the Cavs.
Well, absolutely right. I don't think it's so much that crowds negatively impact the visiting team. I think they can energize the home team, but You've got to give them something to cheer for and get loud about. If Detroit will make a little bit of a run, this crowd will come alive and can help them.
If you want to dive deeper into this or any NBA playoff topic, ask AI mode in Google search as Karis LeVert gives the crowd something to cheer about with a corner three.
Well, Karis LeVert's been very good in this series.
Allen had it knocked away. Cunningham tried to grab it. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Detroit. So the Cleveland lead is 12. The Pistons are shooting just 35% from the field. Stolen away by Cunningham. Off the inbounds from Harden.
Just a lazy inbounds pass.
Robinson takes it to the rim, and Schroeder was fouled on the play.
Yeah, I want to see this one if it's as bad as Schroeder's making it out to be. He's one of the guys who does some very good acting jobs in this league.
So Dennis Schroeder is still down. Robinson made his move, and he caught him with the left hand.
That's a good foul call, but come on.
Too much.
To see if it meets the criteria for a flagrant foul.
And now that's what he wanted. Dennis Schroeder's going to try to get him to look for a flagrant foul. J.B. Bickerstaff is arguing for a flop. I don't think that's a flagrant foul. That's normal arm movement going to the rim. It is a foul on Duncan Robinson. A good call. That's not flagrant.
So he took the
Replay confirms the on-floor decision. There was no excessive, no wind-up, no impact, no follow-through. Therefore, this remains an offensive foul.
And Schroeder will not win the German Emmy.
He will not, no. He tried, though.
He did.
He tried.
But a foul is a foul, and it's going the other way. Cleveland takes over in front 41-29, just under 7 minutes to play in this first half.
What I did like from Schroeder there was very hard closeout to take away airspace for Duncan Robinson.
Cavaliers had a ton of turnovers in Game 6, 20 of them. And the Pistons scored 28 points off of those turnovers. Just 5 turnovers so far for Cleveland in the first half.
Yeah, 2 of those are 24-second violations.
Bank shot for Merrill.
Yeah, Merrill's been fantastic so far. The Cavs bench gave him very little in Game 6, but Merrill already in double figures today, the leading scorer in the game.
Allen fell down, but he was in the right spot for what was a pass from Cunningham. Harden gets the step, hooks it underneath. Allen the catch, and he lays it in.
Too many layups. Pistons don't normally give these up.
It's a 14-3 run. LeVert, baseline delivery. He's fouled. And Harden can't believe it.
Cleveland had 26 points in the paint in Game 6 for the entire game. They've already got 18 today, doing a great job attacking.
So Karis LeVert to the free throw line. Harden making his case. Kenny Atkinson helping the cause in the conversation with Kevin Scott. NASCAR returns to Prime next Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern, one of the crown jewels of racing, the Coca-Cola 600 from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Who will take the checkered flag at NASCAR's longest race? NASCAR, it's on Prime.
Well, in the open, you highlighted 3 areas in this series. Turnovers, right now dead even. Offensive rebounds, edge to the Cavs. Threes, edge to the Cavs. And so they're up 14.
And three-point shooting, 7 of 16 from downtown. J.B. Bickerstaff just walks away from the official Mark Davis as the foul was called against Jenkins. And now he'll have what appears to be a one-sided conversation. Jenkins got part of Harden's arm, and then Harden reacted.
Well, that's James Harden's move that J.B. Bickerstaff's telling Mark Davis about. He throws his head back. There was nothing in that foul by Danis Jenkins that would cause your head to fly back. That's a flop and exaggeration to get the call. Now, there was a foul, okay? But J.B. Bickerstaff's right. There also was a flop.
You don't believe the hit on the arm leads to the whiplash?
I do not.
And J.B. Bickerstaff knows Harden very well from their days together in Houston. LeVert one-on-one with Allen, former teammates in Brooklyn. LeVert goes to work. Off the hesitation, Strus knocks it away. Everything is going Cleveland's way right now. 46-31 advantage.
It's the best defense I've seen out of Cleveland in the entire playoffs.
Sasser takes it away from Mobley. Angles in. Jenkins, corner puck. No. And the rebound, Mobley saves it ahead.
Excellent steal, though, by Marcus Sasser.
Harden one-on-one with Sasser. Now in his third year out of Houston, Harden's jumper is off. Offensive rebound for Merrill. Merrill turns around and comes up short. Allen's got the board, and he got fouled on the play.
I love what I'm seeing out of Jared Allen here early in the game. Very active on the glass. He's got 3 steals. He's got a block. He's altered 2 other shots. Now with his second offensive rebound of the day and going to the line to try to get himself into double figures.
And Karis LeVert got Allen on the side of the head. Jenkins was checking his chicklets. Rebounding numbers in favor of Cleveland, 20-14. The Pistons out-rebounded the Cavs 43-40 in Game 6.
Well, look, they've got 2 more shots already than Detroit, and this will be their 6th free throw addition. So you break that down, that's 5 more opportunities. Kenny Atkinson and J.B. Bickerstaff both talking about the importance of the possession game, and it has been so far. If Cleveland would make some free throws, I mean, they're 6 for 13. Yep. This game could be even worse.
The lead is 16 for the Cavaliers. Just under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Cunningham one-on-one with Harden. Blows by him and draws the foul.
I like that by Cade Cunningham. They need him to attack and make plays out of that.
Cunningham had a collapsed lung in mid-March. For him to come back from that and then excel as he has here in the postseason. We saw a duel for the ages in the first round with him and Paolo Banchero here at Little Caesars Arena.
We sure did. It was one of the most enjoyable games to watch. And that's 3 on James Harden. But you see Jared Allen again coming over, and Jared Allen prevented this from being a 3-point play by that contest. Harden staying on the floor with 3 fouls.
Cunningham now has 8 points. He's the high man for Detroit. Cleveland led by Sam Merrill off the bench with 11. Jared Allen has 10. Donovan Mitchell has 9. Harden gets it ahead. Settle in here. Merrill, no hesitation. He's got it! And the foul! A chance for 4. Sam Merrill is locked and loaded.
Well, Sam Merrill getting it done, 14 points. But again, this time it's Tobias Harris. Detroit's big guys are back. They're not up. They gave up one to Donovan Mitchell earlier. Now one to Sam Merrill. I think they've got to be up and either switch those aggressively or at least get up to the level of the screen.
Detroit's bench outscored Cleveland's 48-19 in Game 6. Completely different story tonight here in Game 7 thanks to Sam Merrill. Handed off to Jenkins, one-on-one with Merrill. Entry, Duren drives, Duren scores.
I like it. I like where he caught it, 2 feet in the paint, where he doesn't have to do a lot in making moves and right to the rim. These last 4 minutes, important for Detroit to cut this lead under 10 and get back in this game.
Pistons have had a tough time getting stops. Harden one-on-one with Harris. Fend off and fade. Doesn't go. Duren battling with Allen, the discard.
Oh, they're going to call that a jump ball. Very interesting. First of all, you called it the fend off. It's an extended arm push on James Harden. I don't know why they continue to let him get away with this, but that's a foul.
So Jared Allen got his hands on it. Duran was trying to rip it away, and the contact occurred. If the officials determined that it was a tie-up before the contact, that's the call on the floor.
That's correct. I didn't think, Ryan, that he fouled him with his arm. I thought he pushed it.
Jump it up with Allen and Duran.
I'm wondering why there'd be a full 24 seconds on the clock.
Mark Davis waiting, instructing Duran to be in the right spot. And it's tapped to the sideline. And it's caught by the Pistons owner. Tom Gores with the grab. And Detroit will have the basketball.
Tom might want to get out there and play right now. He's a very competitive guy. It wouldn't help him.
Can he shoot the three?
I don't think so.
Sasser. Too strong. No flow here for the Pistons. Cleveland, different story. Allen on the spin. He's fouled. Sasser tried to help. And Jared Allen is going back to the free throw line where he's 2 of 5 tonight.
I just am a little surprised by the Pistons' defense tonight, or lack of it. They haven't been up on those three-pointers. Then that one, they let Allen catch too deep, and then it's a bailout foul. This is not good enough defense by the Pistons.
The NBA family continues its season-long celebration of America's 250th anniversary. Through service and volunteerism, we honor the spirit, resilience, and unity that have shaped our nation for 2.5 centuries. Please join us as we honor America.
We're just used to a much more aggressive Pistons defense. Like, the shooting problems we've seen a lot, but the way they hang in games when they're going through that is with their defense and rebounding, and not doing either one well tonight.
Cunningham fakes out Strus. Missed it. Strus, he tried to knock it off Cunningham. It's out of bounds. Detroit has come through 4-0 in elimination games so far in the postseason against Orlando and Cleveland, averaging 110 points per game in those elimination games. They've got 35 points right now with just over 3 minutes to go first half. Jenkins is off the mark, and Allen vacuums in another rebound.
Against a team, Ian, who is not a great defensive team. Middle of the pack during the regular season.
And another nice maneuver by Donovan Mitchell. The lead has ballooned to 20. The Cavaliers are having their way with the Pistons. The Spider step through. 55-35. Cavaliers getting it done in Detroit. More second quarter action when we come back here on Prime.
All right, Pistons fans, I'm here with Hooper. We got something special for you. This is the Henry Ford Health Ball Toss. You want one of these? Get out of your seats. Hands in the air. Make some noise. Oh, we got dancers heading to the floor. Hooper, it's time to sing it on, baby. Oh, we going over to the east side of the arena. I need somebody on their feet. You gotta sing it up to them, Hooper. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I see you, Hooper. Headed to the west side. It's the Henry Ford Health Ball Toss. Detroit Rebels in the building. What up, though? Hey, B. Hey, Low.
You know how much that is. Too much to give me cash, they had to wire me the back end. Niggas in here looking tough, you know that I got mag in. Ask me, am I only rapping? You know I got that back in. Band man like Lonnie. On my head, come find me. Get it. LeBron that chillin', he ain't trying to come home cocky. He come home to $1 in a mansion.
Wanna say what up to G-Man?
Fresher than you.
What up, G-Man?
Pay 90 for my girl and lost it, that's why I ain't smiling. You got shine, you got hit, you got grit.
What up, Trick, baby?
They gon' think you a lot.
What up, fam?
I just dropped a kid, you dropped out of school. Niggas wanna be famous till they make the news. All my bitches winning, how it feel to lose. Good trying to get the box like he finna move. I'm at my pinnacle, I used to shop at Pinnacle. Yo, niggas still drink Pinnacle.
That's their run. We got to be better defensively. Again, we got to keep the three-point shot out of the game. You can tell that's what they're trying to get to. We got to stay physical, get to bodies, make them put the ball on the floor, but we got to contain the drives too. That's how the Spurs happen.
This is one of the threes J.B. Bickerstaff is talking about. Isaiah Stewart back in his drop coverage. Too much room for Donovan Mitchell. Just one of the examples Coach is talking about.
John Schumann from NBA.com checking in. The Cavaliers this season 26-0 when they had a lead of 20 points or more. And they've won 21 straight games where they've led by double digits. They're currently up by 20. Inside, Cunningham out of the timeout, gets it to go.
Wow, that was easy.
The issues have been on both ends, but certainly on this side of the floor. Mitchell floats it up, missed it. Thompson, quick outlet for Cunningham. Robinson ball fake. Robinson jumper, he's got it! He was defended by his former teammate in Miami, Max Strus. It's a three.
And just what we talked about, it just took 2 straight baskets, and now this crowd is energized. The lead's still 15, but they're into it now with the defense chant. You just got to give them something to go with.
2 minutes to go, first half. Mobley drives in, and he gets the lay-in with the left hand.
Outstanding job of being strong. That was good defense by Asar Thompson, and he just went through it.
The lead is 17. Harris missed it on the inside. And a loose ball foul as Harden took the hit.
I mean, Asar Thompson here is right on the ball, and then his arm, he hung on to it. And a great left-hand finish. Tobias Harris upset at the other end, thinking that he got fouled by Jared Allen.
Jalen Duren is called for the foul. And it's going to send Harden to the free throw line.
Now, Harden's only got 1 bucket tonight, and he's 2 for 4 at the free throw line. The last 2 road game 7s James Harden has played in, 2023 at Boston, last year at Denver. He has not even cracked double figures.
Stay tuned for the half presented by AT&T. Taylor Rooks, Dirk Nowitzki, Steve Nash, Blake Griffin, Udonis Haslem. I saw a bunch of Game 7 Blazers on the set. So you'll see those featured at halftime.
Wow, yeah, I'll tell you what, I thought, and I'm a fashion guy.
You are.
And I thought Blake Griffin and Udonis were particularly dapper tonight.
But not Steve and Dirk.
I mean, they were fine, but I thought the other 2 were even better.
The jumper doesn't go for Harris. He just cannot make a shot. Left hand is fouled.
Well, Harris, averaging 19 in the playoffs, but over the last 3 games, he's only averaged 11.7 on 32%. Does a great job drawing the foul there. Would prefer going left as he does there, but they've got to get going and get some momentum. But look, this is not the best offensive team in the league, Detroit. If they're going to give up 59 points, they're going to struggle. They're going to have to clamp down at the defensive end.
Harris is 0 of 5 from the field. 2 points for Tobias Harris. The foul was called on Mobley. 1:20 left in the second quarter.
Listen, this one's far from over. The one thing we know about the Pistons, this might be the most resilient team in the NBA, and there's still 25 minutes to go in this one.
Pistons have scored 100 points or more in their last 7 games here in the postseason. They've been held to 42 thus far. Hesitation. And Allen finishes and the foul. Another gorgeous setup with a tasty dish from Donovan Mitchell.
Well, I love what Donovan Mitchell's doing passing the ball tonight. That's 5 assists, and they're all for layups or dunks.
And Jared Allen continues to produce in the big moments. 14 points. And he can tack on another one here to match the largest lead of the night.
Well, how about this stat, Ian? 17 assists for Cleveland on 21 buckets. They have 17 assists. Detroit only has 14 buckets.
Allen is now 5 of 8 at the free throw line. He's got 15 points. The lead is 20. Under a minute to go. First half. Cunningham switch. Crossover on Schroeder. Cunningham, silky smooth.
He's got 12, and they're going to need him to just take over this game. Live in the paint and either score or make plays for other people.
38 seconds left. Second quarter. Mitchell against Thompson. Drives and kicks. Mobley, strong to the rim. Bank shot goes, and one. Mobley against the grain goes window.
Well, Mobley does this all the time. This is his favorite move, either from the top or the wing. He loves to go to his left as he crosses over there and shoot it back with the right hand. That is a difficult shot, but it's his shot, and the Cavaliers' bigs have just been outstanding so far. 27 points between them. They're both 5 for 8 from the floor. Combined 10 rebounds and 5 assists.
Cunningham gets the personal. Jenkins in. Mobley misses on the free throw.
That's 8 missed free throws for Cleveland.
7-second differential. Winding down here in the first half. 20-point lead for the Cavaliers here in Detroit. Cunningham switch. Mitchell now defending him. Cunningham swings it, corner. Thompson, they need it. They got it. A three.
That's a huge bucket by a guy who's not much of a three-point shooter.
Allen layup doesn't go just before the horn. It was halfway down for Allen, who ended up on the hardwood. 17-point game at the break. The Cavaliers in front of the Pistons. The winner goes to the conference finals in the Eastern Conference to meet the New York Knicks. We'll send it to Taylor Rooks and the gang in the studio after this. You're watching the Eastern Conference semifinals on Prime, presented by State Farm.
The QR code, join the 2026 playoffs, share an album, upload your game day photos, connect with fans, relive Detroit basketball memories.
You told Mom to send her prescription to Amazon Pharmacy. She didn't. All Mom had to do was use Amazon Pharmacy, and her meds would get delivered right to her door.
At Wayfair, delivery and setup can be as easy as, well, doing nothing.
Who says you gotta pay more for a great shave? Barbasol shaving cream has been trusted for over 100 years to deliver a high-quality shave at an incredible value. Barbasol's thick and rich instant lather delivers a close, comfortable shave that leaves your skin feeling smooth and moisturized, and all for a lot less than expensive shave gels. So pick up a can and see for yourself why Barbasol continues to be America's #1 brand of shaving cream.
I have completely abandoned ChatGPT. It just keeps failing me time after time after time, and I can't stand it. I now only use Menace.
Let's move on to Dr. McKentz.
Well, you know, aside from being the only person that picked the right team, what I seen came from a different lens, and I respect everybody's take on what happened as far as what y'all seen the Detroit Pistons not do. I think I got to give more credit to what the Cleveland Cavaliers did down the stretch. Because what I thought was the pressure was on. Detroit kept the pressure on them. They made it look very uncomfortable for Cleveland, picking them up full court, almost causing turnovers every time down. They took them all the way out of their offense. It was a bad shot after bad shot after bad shot. It wasn't good basketball down the stretch, but the one thing you have to applaud Cleveland for is, as a team collectively, the one thing you want to do and say in those timeouts is we just need one stop at a time. Get a stop here. Get a stop here, and let's let our playmakers make plays down the stretch. Seeing that James was 1 for 8, you got to look at the real star of the team, which is Donovan Mitchell. He had that 5 points in overtime that really helped him, that layup and that 3. The 3 was bigger than anything 2 minutes ago because it took the air out of Detroit. And I think when you got Cade trying to do so much, you still got Jenkins. He hit a big 3. Paul Reed is always going to be Paul Reed. I always raved about him being the X factor on that team. Him, Sasser, Karis LeVert. They didn't have no Duncan Robinson, so Jenkins stepped up to the starting role and was able to go in there and do what they needed to do. But you got to look at Strus. Max Strus had 20 points, 8 rebounds,
6 threes.
You're talking about a guy that under the radar on the scouting report, you do have to have somewhat respect for, but in this type of big game, you're not looking for him to be the X factor. You're looking for Evan Mobley, a Jared Allen, one of those guys, even Dean Wade, he hasn't showed up at all for Cleveland, but yet he's out there holding up space so Max Strus can come underneath him and really take the shine. So for what Max Strus did for Cleveland down the stretch and allow James Harden and Donovan Mitchell to look a little bit better was, I think, collectively as a team, they decided to take the game. You're on the road. You're at a disadvantage. The crowd and the energy, like you said, they trapped James on that. That was a turnover waiting to happen. We're talking about momentum. We get that. We're going down. They're going to score. Cade's hitting big shots. Like, we know who to get the ball to, whether it be a shot or a foul. We have the momentum. But you go back and you look at that foul that you talked about between Allen and Thompson. The one thing you don't want to do as a referee is dictate the game in the last seconds. And I think as hoopers, we don't want the referee to dictate a tie ball game with a bullshit foul that could go.
Okay, I appreciate it, but I don't think it was a bullshit foul.
A foul is a foul.
Yeah.
So you got to do a job.
Yeah.
Do that job.
Let's talk about it. So let's talk about that controversial moment at the end of regulation. We got the video right here. So, Sor Thompson strips Donovan Mitchell, gets tangled up with Jared Allen.
That's good.
Appeared to get tripped. Both going for the ball.
Yeah, that's not a foul.
That's a foul, though.
No imminent possession.
So let me ask you this. If it's not at the end of the game, if it's the first quarter, are they calling that?
If it goes out of bounds, I don't think no. I think if James Harden gets that ball and it don't go out of bounds, they might call that foul.
That's a foul, though.
So, no call.
See, you look at Jared Allen's reaction to it. Tells me he think it's a foul.
He kind of just like failed.
No call.
Yeah, man. Think about losing the game on that. Think about losing the game on that play.
How?
The referees can't dictate the game.
How does he fall? How does he?
He failed.
How?
He sold that fall.
No,
look,
no.
You can't lose the game on that.
No,
you can't lose the game on that, bro.
That's
did
contact.
You see how he felt? Like he kind of just.
That's contact. Yes, that's contact.
So he's trying to sell the call.
That's what I'm saying. He's trying to sell it. We have the benefit of slow motion replays. You think in live, real time action, Refs is gonna see that.
Standing right there. They see everything else.
He see it. But that, you know who was right there, right?
Tony Brother.
Tony motherfucking Brother.
Absolutely.
Tony ain't calling that.
Also known as
He's not gonna be responsible for the game going to one way or the other on this call. When I cannot call it.
Blow the whistle.
Let's go to overtime. Why not? Let's go to overtime. Let's not dictate it
Once
right
I saw who was right there, I'm like, oh no, he ain't blowing it.
I would go with you if it was up one, down one of those situations where if you don't call it, this team wins. I think it's different. But for it to be even, don't call it. Let's go into overtime. Y'all both got a chance.
Call it, but you know to do a job as well. But once I saw who it was, yeah, I knew he wasn't gonna blow.
57%, like you said, from the free throw line. Shit.
Tony others, but one of the top-rated officials in the league, as voted on by the MVPA.
Yeah. And by the way, Tony Brother said after the game, incidental contact.
Yeah. Incidental.
Okay. All right.
So let's listen to J.B. Bickerstaff and Kay Cunningham and what they had to say about that particular play.
He failed to start. It's bad. I mean, clear. He trips him when he's going for a loose ball in the game situation. You know, that's tough.
We all saw the play. I think it's pretty clear it was a foul. He has the ball in his possession. He's running forward. He gets tripped up. That's a foul. It's been a foul the whole rest of the game. It wasn't a foul that time.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Close game. I mean, nobody wants to make that call, I guess. Everybody just wants to, allow the game to sort itself out. So nobody wanted to interfere with it whenever it should have been a foul.
So Tony Brothers, crew chief on that referee crew, had a pool report after the game, was asked about, obviously, that play, said, during live play, both players were going for the ball. There was incidental contact with the legs with no player having possession of
So he decided not to call it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I knew why he didn't, but I knew why he didn't.
He still sold it. I think he still just kind of was like,
shit, everybody else doing it.
I think them two just made comments because they lost the game. They win that game, they ain't talking about that play.
No, of course, they asked about it because it was the game they ended up losing.
But they lost after the fact.
Yeah, I'm saying, so if they end up winning in overtime,
that call would have helped them win the game before overtime.
Yeah, so if they end up winning the game in overtime, then there's nothing to ask.
There's nothing to say. But I'm saying you had the opportunity.
A 9-point lead.
You had the opportunity to win the game in overtime.
Yeah, but they can still ask that question if they won.
They can, but
you can still say, yeah, we thought it was a foul.
On just another basketball thing, like Osora Thompson, right? You're another one out there, like you doing everything you can defensively, young man. You playing your ass off. You get 2 feet in the paint, young man, you got to shoot the ball.
Yeah, he's scared.
You are hurting your team, right? Cade making the right play. He don't need you to hockey assist all the time.
Right.
Put the ball on the rim, man. You're more athletic than most people. You can put it on the rim, go back and get it if you're not confident in the first shot. But at times, your team is playing 4-on-5 offensively. You got to put the ball on the rim, young fella. Like, you get 2 feet in the paint, make a miss. Get yourself opportunity, man. Like, yeah, it's tough.
Is he putting them in a bad spot?
Yeah.
I'm talking about, are they putting Amen in a bad spot?
No, they put him in a position to succeed, I believe. He just, I don't know if his confidence is not there with his offensive ability yet. Like, he shoot the corner 3 sometime if you're wide open, I get that, but there's other plays to be made in the paint in certain situations last night, you overpassing at times.
Yeah.
Right?
But I think also, like, he plays a different position than put Tobias Harris in that position that can hit that shot, that's confident in turning and let him play dunker Sean Marion position. He's a Sean Marion.
But he's catching the ball within that.
Right. They're putting him in that position
to get the bitch and do that. Like, that's all I'm saying.
And you got shot blockers down there.
Cool.
You got 2 monster shot blockers that he's like,
you can't worry about that.
It's just a turnover for him.
But you can't worry about that.
A shot for him in that scenario is a turnover, which he sees like, okay, hockey assist, like you're saying. Yeah. Like, he gets it, and it's like, hey, like, go ahead, young fella, you got it. Yeah. And he's like, no, I don't.
Yeah.
Let me throw it. But if that's a Tobias, right?
But you need Tobias in the corner for shooting, so Tobias is in the corner.
You're going to have to put Amen in the dunker. Like you do his brother sometimes.
And then you're going to have to play Levert. You have to play Fasser.
You have to play them.
You have to play somebody else.
But he your defender. He your main defender.
You need him out
on the floor.
You need Jenkins out there because he's the other.
The defensive job that Osar Thompson did on Donovan Mitchell was extraordinary for 4 quarters because Donovan couldn't buy one. He was 1 of 9, I think, until overtime. And then to his credit, because he's got greatness in him, He started making shots when they had to make shots.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They were in scramble mode at that
And
point.
the block Sore had on, was it Jared Allen in the paint? Came out of nowhere. Like, you make plays, man. Like, that same athleticism that you display defensively, it works on the other end. Like, it really does.
Donovan Mitchell, 4-15, I believe 14 points in the first 4 quarters of this game, 3 for 3. Had the 7 piece in over.
1 of 9 in the second half.
Yeah, it was
1 of 9.
It was.
He was struggling.
Yeah, but look, hey, 3 for 3, overtime. Look, we got to step up. Got to step up.
There's more game to play.
We got to step up.
And you believe the next one going in.
Yeah, let me redeem myself. He was locking me up, but goddamn it, it's a game on the line. James 1 for 8. Let me try.
Yeah, he's going to keep playing. He's going to keep firing because they need him.
And then,
Right,
Kenyon, to your point about Jalen Duren, I've been watching your game many, many years, seen a lot of these kids come and go, mostly go. But what was in you and is in you is not in him. Your intangibles were extreme. Your effort was extreme. Your ferocity was extreme. Your commitment to playing every second of every game was extreme, and I just can't find it in him, and I don't know if you can call it out of him. I'm just not sure, because they've been trying.
I'm pretty sure they have. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's sometimes you can't teach it, coach it, or coax it. It's I don't know.
Yeah.
He looks the part.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ugh.
Yeah, absolutely.
Duren's defense, though, 22 years old. I'm just saying, he's been in the league a
If he ain't
couple years.
playing hard now, he's not going to play hard.
12 and 11 last
Points
season.
Skip is making.
Yeah.
If he's not playing hard now, he's not going to play hard.
Yeah.
But it's just a learning moment from him. He took accountability after the game.
I mean, last year, what happened last year?
He took accountability in every. He took accountability in every game
last year.
Yeah.
Every game in Orlando.
You're going to be in the same position next year.
So 12 and 11 last year, but shot 65%.
I'm saying the team going to be in the same position next year, so I don't know how you like.
And they finna pay him. The thing is, he's gonna make probably the All-NBA team, right? He's an All-Star. He's a free agent. He's finna make upwards of $200 million.
5-year, 290 is if he makes All-NBA, is 240 if he doesn't make the All-NBA.
So 240 at worst, case scenario this summer for him, right? So what incentive does he have to look in the mirror?
He has a lot. He has a lot. He has a lot. Because he's 22, remember. And think about this. He has credentials right now. He has a certain pedigree right now.
That was given.
Of course. But you got to remember what kind of pedigree he's a part of. The Detroit Pistons. Now, I'm not going to blame them in seniority and the history of that organization not to come back and talk to him.
Man, Ben Wallace at every game.
McDyess, I know, but I'm not saying if they talking to him or not. But you got Mahorn, Lambeer.
Every game.
You got these guys around, and they're seeing what we're seeing, right? And the lack of rebounding is one thing. Like, I think that Detroit Pistons always done is rebound the fucking ball. Box out and rebound.
Okay.
So regardless if it's effort or he's just checked out, the mental side of what's going on in this day and age, this generation, is higher than we can expect. I think seeing how he played against Orlando, the Wendell Carter.
That's what another. I don't want to get too deep into the woods.
We don't. Yeah, but that
y'all know
social media wise,
that should make you play against that man even harder.
Yeah, but not if he's coming at me even harder.
Yes, it should.
Right?
Yeah,
he's coming at me.
Force with force.
Shit, right?
Force with force.
Right.
Bigger than basketball.
And if my shit not going down and I'm struggling, it makes me. I'm digging a bigger hole for myself because I'm trying to get out of it based on retaliation and numbers.
And you're going on social
But we winning though, so if we get out of this, we win. I got another chance. Woo, yeah, that's what it. I got out of there. All right, next check. But you got a harder task now. That task, Wendell Carter ain't Evan Mobley and Jared Allen. You got two-headed monster that's got really trying to bite your head off. So now you know you really got to bring it there. We are really expecting you to bring it as a team. And what's happening with Cade when I see his press conferences is he can't even say me and Jalen Duren. He can't say us.
And they're extremely close. Spent a lot of time together in the offseason. I know, you know.
So those conversations, those conversations between the two should happen. Like if I'm Cade after game 2, I'm going over there. I'm like, hey Jay, what's going on, bro? Are you in your head? If it's something going on at home.
Work-related potential.
You know what I'm saying? Some chicks going on. Like, whatever it is, bro, I need you here with me. We were up 2-0. Now we're down 3-2. We got a chance to make history based on us being #1 all year. JB Bickerstaff, old team, is now playing us. We got them 2-0. We can take them out. And now we in a discrepancy based on what Kenyon is identifying as effort. That cannot be the outlier with an all-pro player. You cannot come to the table and say, hey, bro, I need you to play harder. That's the one thing a coach can't teach you. Coach can't pull that out of you. That's all you. So, like you said, go to the mirror, do whatever you need to do.
So my thing is, right, you look at the guy that played behind you and the guy that played behind the guy that played behind him, right?
Yeah.
It ain't a far, like, look or reach to see what effort looks like. Right? It's not a hard, you got two guys in there that play, but you're the starter and them dudes want it more than you.
Yep.
It's here. It's gotta be mental here.
So, dude, what you gonna do, man? I just be baffled, man, like, cause like that's one thing you can control, man, is how hard you play in your effort. Right?
Because what's going to happen next year? You're going to be in the same position. Detroit not going nowhere. They're going to be good next year. You're going to be in the same position. You're going to see these guys again. So it's like,
I'm older.
Huh?
I'm a year.
Has just been a continuation from the first half. The scoop to the hoop for Allen.
All right, this is my guy Max here. Maximilian, contestant for the Michigan First Credit Union.
A year older.
Get one of these Jimmy John's sandwiches, chips, and a drink for $8.99. Oh, that's good.
Upon opening the book, something shifted. And as she read, her thoughts rearranged. Explore your story.
Babies don't ever stop. And behind them is an unstoppable Pampers 360 diaper with up to 100% leak-proof fit. Because they're Pampers, behind every baby. Now with new Easy Off tabs.
Something that used to terrify me in my business was doing my finances. So now I use Zero. It generates a lot of reports that help me make sound decisions. When I think I'm slow,
Your beloved pet is suddenly missing. Luckily, you have Google Fi Wireless.
I got the summer to really reflect. If you think about how we do as players, if you really care about the game, and you go back and watch that film of that last series that put you out and you got to really soak that up, that's going to be troublesome for whether you reach that pinnacle or you go down into the
So what happened last year against the Knicks? They didn't learn nothing. I thought they learned from last year.
I mean, they were #1 all year.
Well, they got. Well,
I mean, but
lost in the first.
Right, last year. I mean, I'm just saying last year against the Knicks, they felt like they should have.
Lost in the first round last year.
Last year, I think.
Lost in the first round last year. Lost in the second round this year. They'll make a conference final next year.
All-star. All
They ain't lose yet. They ain't lose yet. Yeah, they ain't lose yet.
What are you, 21
They've
and 10
only
right now?
won
21 and 10 for the season?
Cleveland was
average 20 and I think 20 and 11 shots.
0 and whatever the road was. Detroit had only won. They only got one road win.
The whole playoffs?
The whole playoffs. They got one road win. The Detroit Pistons have one road win. So it's telling me that them and Cleveland both got one road win now in the playoffs. Cleveland take care of home. They're undefeated. Get the writing's on the wall, dog.
And that was the energy last night, though. The energy with Detroit was we need to take care of it.
Them losing in overtime. I know Kay's saying that shit. Them losing in overtime. Gut punch.
For sure.
Hey,
especially the way it happened.
Gut
punch.
I don't know, man.
Trust me.
Air out.
I don't know.
Cleveland might beat the shit out them boys.
I would love to see Detroit Cleveland in the game.
Cleveland might come in.
It would be a great game 7.
You know what time it is that
Back in Detroit,
Paging Scott Foster.
Cleveland might come in that motherfucker and beat the hell out them boys.
Extend me.
Yeah, I think they beat
It might be
the
a
shit out of them.
blowout.
A blowout?
It might be a blowout.
I don't think they're going out like that. I mean, I think they're. I don't know, man. It's.
Listen, Donovan.
The playoffs is weird.
Donovan still ain't. Donovan had a good half.
I mean, but I'm just saying the playoffs is weird this year.
Donovan had a good half. He ain't played like he averaged 30, but he just been.
Yeah.
We ain't.
I mean, he had that game though. He had
The
that
game, but I'm saying we for the top to bottom one of them. Like,
hey, and look,
I just
you
think
don't
he
got
do. I
Duncan.
think he do.
You don't got Duncan Robinson out there, and you depending on the Amon Thompson to
And
do
if
your
he-
dirty work.
Tobias, I mean,
then if he
I
played-
get another 30.
Yo, I had a question. Skip, you've been around this game and watched this game longer than I've been on this play, right? All of us. Have you ever seen situations where guys sit out a playoff game and then play the next playoff game as much as they do now?
Weird as fuck.
Right, if you're not healthy enough to play in this one, you got one day in between the game and
You better not bring your ass back in here and try to. What you doing? We needed you last night.
No, we don't need you tonight.
We don't need you tonight.
We don't need you
figured it
tonight.
out. We figured it out. What the fuck?
How does Duncan Robinson wake up yesterday morning and say, I got a stiff back, man. I can't go.
Need to back you out.
You can't what?
Back to backs.
What? And now what? And by the way, not to make any excuses for the Pistons, but Duncan Robinson's, he's a key piece, man.
Yeah.
He's 44% from 3 in the playoffs, and he was 41% during the regular season. You don't think he could have made? He's got big balls for.
And to keep him honest though, because you can't help off of him, so K they don't get the double team
What
and
I'm
do
saying
things
is,
as much.
He could give you just a couple threes last night.
9 points.
Just one. If you're up 9 and he makes one, and you're up 12, the crowd goes berserk.
Just to threat him being out there,
Yeah.
whether he's making it or not, Skip.
I agree. Come on, man.
The fact that he's out there,
Decoy.
he's a
threat. He's a decoy threat.
Yeah.
Because he shoots the ball at 44% from 3, you have to pay him attention, right? You can't, you're not going, until everybody buys in, man, and put everything in, you're going to have situations like this, man.
Yeah. I got spoiled covering Jordan because he played all 82 9 times, and he played 81 once and 81. So he's just going to play. If he got the flu, he's going to play. If he ate bad pizza the night before, he's just going to play.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I look at guys like John Stockton, right? Like,
Yeah.
you don't mean to tell me fucking John Stockton had ailments and nicks and bruises and bang that some of them gained, like,
I don't know.
Like, it's just, you look at people like that, man. Mikael Bridges, I'm pretty sure he had some shit that hurt. Right? Even in these playoffs that we are playing right now.
That is
pretty sure he got some shit. He woke up after one of the games and was like,
AC Green too. Shit, AC Green.
I just don't get
AC.
when
shit.
meaningful game. Look up regular season. Some guys I get. You need a day. All right, it's a lot of games. It's a lot of shit going in between the regular season games. I think you should play. But if you want to take one off in the regular season, guy like Cade, Brun, Luke, all the guys, Donovan, guys that's carrying the load, Giannis, that's carrying the load for your team, and you playing Sacramento on a random Tuesday, and you need a day off. All right.
It's sacked.
Cool.
We in sack.
Right.
It's cool.
But playoffs?
We need this.
Playoffs?
We saw the same issue with the Cavs last year.
year.
You was talking about
DeAndre Hunter and Evan Mobley set out the fucking game.
Ow.
You can't trust them.
Ow.
Right? So you can't trust them.
This ain't no.
So now I think they learn, like, whatever it is, like, we got to fight through shit, man. Like, we're in this shit together then to the point we was making, and you walk back in here getting ready to put your fucking jersey on the next day. As a teammate, as a competitor, I got an issue with you.
Right.
I got a whole problem with you. That this shit is on our season on the line, and we fighting for something, and you motherfucker decide, like, you ain't got it today.
And we got another motherfucker over here that's saying he ain't got it, but he ain't saying I ain't got it.
Yeah, he.
Prime Thursday at 7:30 Eastern. So Dern will sit. It is Isaiah Stewart into the game at the 8:22 mark of the third.
And maybe Isaiah Stewart can get going with some of his effort and energy. But right now, people talk about, oh, this guy, talk to us or whatever. It's not how you inspire your team. Somebody's got to inspire their teammates here with some great effort plays on the defensive end of the floor.
They give Thompson the three, and that's why. A flat air ball.
Wow. He made the last one of the first half, his first made three of the playoffs, and then nothing there.
Mitchell, swing it out for Mobley. Mitchell will fire, rimming out. And rebounded by Harris.
Detroit's got to get running.
Get into it quickly here. Harris cut off by Mitchell. Handoff to Cunningham. He drives, dishes. Stewart couldn't catch it initially. And there is a foul called. And it's Donovan Mitchell. And that is going to be number 4 on Mitchell.
And he's going to come out right now. Merrill and Dean Wade coming in. One of them is for Mitchell.
So Mitchell sits along with Mobley, Wade, Merrill, Harden, Allen, and Strus, the 5 on the floor. And now J.B. Bickerstaff will counter with Duncan Robinson.
I like that. I also, right now, I think you've got to get Cade Cunningham into some pick and roll with Karis LeVert, force the switch and get Harden on him in attack.
Cunningham fires, no good. Allen with the board. Cade Cunningham is now 5 of 13, 0 of 5 from three-point territory.
Pistons are 6 of 21.
Isolation, Harden drives in on Robinson. The help by Stewart that bounces off of Merrill, and Harden couldn't save it. Out of bounds. Just over 7 minutes to go in the third. Jenkins turns the corner. Stewart, the trailer, he lays it in, and a foul. Kenny Atkinson wanted to travel.
I have found with the referees when I was coaching IM, there were a lot of things I wanted and didn't necessarily get. I'm not sure he traveled on that. I think the referees were right. So far, this has been one of the best officiated games I've seen in the entire postseason.
74-56. Cavs.
Right now, Donovan Mitchell on the bench. This is where Detroit's got to make a move.
Robinson leaves Harden. Now he'll recover defensively. Harden takes him off the dribble. Swing. Strus a three. Short. Rebound. Harden tracks it down. He gets shoved by Robinson.
Detroit, that's great effort by Harden. Detroit cannot afford to give those up. They get the miss. No one even thinking of getting a body on Harden. Got to do a better job than that. They need all of those right now. When you're down, you need all of them.
And the Pistons are over the limit. So James Harden to the free throw line where he shot it at 88% on the season. Harden has not been heavily involved where his fingerprints are all over this game. Only 6 points, 1 of 5 from the field, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. It's Mitchell who's controlled the action and the flow for Cleveland.
And I like that, honestly. I thought that the last 2 games, honestly, have been too much James Harden and not enough Donovan Mitchell. You got to know who your best player is.
Off of a made free throw, Jared Allen gets knocked down to the floor. So while the Pistons might be looking for a physical edge or something that can trigger their style of play, that's not the way to do it.
No, and that's an easy call for the referee. In the course of live play, you might get away with some stuff that the referees may not see because of all the activity. That is an easy call.
And off the miss, Allen is there. He got denied by the rim. But another foul is called. Jared Allen is going back to the free throw line, and the Pistons' frustrations are evident.
Well, I'm shocked by this tonight. Not because the Pistons are struggling offensively. They've had those games. But quite honestly, tonight, I don't think anybody can look at this game and not see that the Cleveland Cavaliers are just outworking the Detroit Pistons. They got outworked in Game 6, which is why they got blown out. And tonight, the energy has shifted, and the Cleveland Cavaliers are so far have played much harder than the Detroit Pistons.
Reed is back in, replacing Stewart. Allen, 18 points. He is 6 of 11 at the free throw line. Karis LeVert in the game for Detroit, and instant offense as he hits it from three-point range. 76-59. 6:24 to go in the third. Quick move as the throw flies. Jared Allen.
That's a great move by Allen, who's coming up big. That is absurd defense by Paul Reed and the Pistons.
And another turnover. Allen's got 20 points, 7 rebounds. Get it in. Allen is fouled. Jared Allen getting upstairs. And now we'll head to the free throw line for attempts number 30 and 31 on the night for Cleveland, who's up big.
All right, Pistons fans, a dance that originated right here in the 313. Watch the feet. This is the Jinty. It's time to go to work, Jit. Oh, it's time to go to work. Let me see that footwork, Jit. Hey. Ha, ha. Oh. Go crazy, Jit. Hey, ha, ha. Hey, talk to me, Jit. This is Detroit right here. Oh, oh, oh. Go off there. Go off there. Hey. One time for the city. Make some noise for the GT. Right about now. All right, Pistons fan Trooper is heading to the floor. He's got a t-shirt cannon, but these are regular t-shirts. 5 of these t-shirts have $100 Pistons Shop 313 gift cards. You want some free cash to shop? I'm looking for a man. Oh, you gotta reload, Hooper. Send it up to him. $100 gift cards.
We got to find our competitive spirit right now. Okay, we've been in this position before. And every time we find ourselves in this position, we find a way out of it. Okay? We find our way out of it by playing together. Right? By having our spirit. By playing Pistons basketball. Okay? So settle ourselves down. Let's go play Pistons basketball. We're going to be fine.
process. J.B. Bickerstaff, Detroit, has faced this situation before in this postseason. 4-0 in elimination games. When we spoke with Bickerstaff, he said, our guys don't doubt each other. They believe in one another. And it's often revealed in these elimination games. The problem for them is that we've seen no drop-off from Cleveland.
Not at all. And here's the biggest problem. I like what JB talked about with their competitive spirit. I've seen Detroit throughout the course of the season, even in the course of the playoffs, have bad offensive nights. I'm not used to seeing them get outworked like this. And quite honestly, they've been totally outworked tonight. About the only thing they're doing well is defending the free throws.
Yeah. They're 19 of 31 at the line, Cleveland. Detroit, their starters are 13 of 37 shooting. It's 35%. Robinson off the bench and connects for three.
There's still plenty of time. This is 17 right now.
Donovan Mitchell is on the bench with 4 fouls.
Yeah, Paul Reed needs to be the guy.
Oh, Jared Allen with the crank.
What the heck is going on defensively with the Pistons? They blitz the pick and roll, and nobody's going to step over in front of Jared Allen?
Zero resistance. Allen's got 23 points. Cunningham on the spin. Tipped up in the air. Reed controls it. Trying to create space and does.
Well, there's B-ball, Paul. He needs to get going now. I haven't seen the maniacal energy that we've seen in the rest of this series.
5 minutes to go in the third. They blitz Harden with 2. Gets it away. Strus the bounce. Nobody at home. Wade kicks it out. The Harden 3. No good. Box out by Sasser. Ripped away by Merrill. Sasser tries to take it back. And it's a loose ball foul.
I mean, look, here's the blitz. Duncan Robinson comes immediately, but just leaves him. Karis LeVert doesn't even think of stepping over. And that's what shooting does. That's what having Sam Merrill on the floor does. It opens up the floor.
Allen sits, Mobley back in. Allen went for 22 points, 19 rebounds in the Game 7 victory over Toronto. And he is putting up monster numbers once again. Mitchell returning for Cleveland as well at the 4:45 mark of the third.
I'll tell you what, that's 2 huge Game 7s. Mitchell's been great tonight. And Ian, you've been around the league a long time. You're a really old guy. And,
true.
And you know that reputations in this league are earned in the playoffs.
No doubt.
Jared Allen getting it done.
Reed, the left-handed push shot, and he gets a fortuitous bounce.
They got to get some stops.
Mitchell operating one-on-one with Robinson. Mitchell takes the runway, crosses over, and puts on a scoring clinic.
I mean, I know Sam Merrill's out there. Kenny Atkinson's done a great job with his lineups tonight, keeping plenty of shooting on the floor, but somebody's got to help on that and make Donovan Mitchell give the ball up.
Robinson squares and hits a 3. 85-69 Cleveland, just under 4 minutes to play in the third.
Donovan Mitchell's now over, I mean, Duncan Robinson's over 60% from 3 in the series.
Mitchell, swing it. Merrill, ball fake. That jumper. Yes, sir!
Sam Merrill's 5th 3.
These Pistons fans are in a state of shock. LeVert misses on a 3-ball. Rebound, Sasser stripped of the ball. They were looking for a call. Harden gets it ahead. Mitchell in attack mode for 2.
Yeah, but if you're the Pistons, look, instead of stopping and looking at the referees, you got to run back. The effort tonight by the Pistons is just not what we're used to seeing from this team.
The roll by Robinson. Merrill gets a piece defensively. Mitchell clearing out space. Mitchell wants to dance with Reed. 10 to shoot. Donovan Mitchell! Chef's kiss!
Donovan Mitchell is just, this is as well as I've ever seen him play. This is not all necessarily his biggest numbers, but I just haven't seen him play better than this.
Sasser misses on a 3-ball. Pedal to the metal for Mitchell. He'll drive it and draw the foul. 2:22 to go in the third, and it is the Donovan Mitchell show.
Yeah, but there's no help. Sasser's got to pull in. You got to be able to help and recover. Got to be able to do both. And then Donovan Mitchell right to the rim. He's been by far the best player on the floor tonight. And even though that's with great performances by some of his teammates.
That is the only area where Cleveland has not flourished here tonight. They are 21 of 34 at the free throw line as Thompson checks in for Detroit, as does Tobias Harris.
Well, J.B. Bickerstaff going small here, no bigs.
Danis Jenkins in the game. Karis LeVert. Sasser rounding out the 5 on the floor. 8-0 run. Largest lead of the night. Jenkins tried to force it, and it's taken away by Mobley. Spread the floor with just over 2 minutes to go in the third. Schroeder and Mitchell having a catch. 9 to shoot. Mitchell, the step back J. Money! Wow. Spider has been scintillating.
It's just been unbelievable tonight.
11-0 run. The Cavaliers are pouring it on here in the third. Harris stops, kicks. Sasser got a 3.
Donovan Mitchell just hasn't even looked at all flustered at any point in this game.
Schroeder penetrates. He tried to walk that tightrope, and it's out of bounds. Turnover, Cleveland.
He's just been under control the whole night, playing at his pace, creates space right here. Pretty good contest, and just knocks it in.
The Cavaliers lead by 23. Harris gives it up. LeVert loses the ball, and there was a foul. And Wade disagrees. The automatic spin of the finger. Kenny Atkinson checking, and just got the no signal.
No, from behind the bench. Those guys behind the bench do a good job, and if they're doing a good job, they don't react with emotion on the play. They just clearly look at the play right there and get an idea of what the referee saw. If he sees contact, you might not have thought it should be called, but nonetheless, they see a foul.
The boys are back for one last go. It all comes down to this: who will be left standing after the final showdown. Don't miss the series finale of The Boys, Wednesday, only on Prime Video. LeVert goes 1 out of 2. 1:10 left in the third quarter. Mobley way outside, hands to Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell off the dribble. Mitchell, the spin. He hangs, doesn't get the roll, but he's there for the follow and tumbles down as Thompson had previously hit the hardwood.
Great job by Mitchell. Rather than complaining to the referees, thinking he got fouled, he just stayed with the play.
He's got 15 in the quarter, 26 overall. Harris, short. And it's going to stay right here.
But Harris still without a made field goal tonight, 0 for 6.
And the foul is called on Mitchell. That's number 5. So Donovan Mitchell, that's the only way to stop him is send him to the bench.
Yeah.
Thompson at the free throw line. Harden will check back in.
Got a big hole to dig out of now.
No, this has been a huge storyline in this series. The amount of free throws and the disparity between Cleveland and Detroit, taking the series opener out of the equation.
Yeah, the series opener, Detroit got to the line almost twice as many times as the Cavs, but since then, it's just been domination in that area of the game.
Empty trip for the Pistons, 2 missed free throws to roll. The jam, Mobley.
Well, they had 26 points in the paint, the Cavs did in Game 6. They've got 44 tonight with a quarter to go.
Shot clock is turned off. Sasser watched by Wade. 26-point cushion for Cleveland. Sasser spins, doesn't get the roll. Wade gets it ahead. Harden peeks at the clock, tosses it up at the horn. And that's how the quarter will end. A quarter dominated by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cavs are 12 minutes away from advancing to the Eastern Conference Finals. It's Game 7. You're watching the Eastern Conference semifinals on Prime, presented by State Farm. He's trying to get out.
There's been a technical foul assessed to Asar Thompson, Detroit. Guinness World Record holder, 8 different boxing titles. The world greatest hitman, Thomas Hearns.
Bring that ass back like a boom, 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 boom. Bring that ass back like a boom, boom, boom.
It's wizard, the wizard. I see as a blizzard. Big Gucci, that's my alias. My jury make it shiver. I eat niggas for dinner. I am no pretender. Whatever I
Detroit. Game 7 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. The Cavaliers on top of the Pistons, 99-73. Here's Play Your Game, presented by FanDuel. Kate Cunningham, 12 points, 5 assists. It hasn't been nearly enough for Detroit. And a whole lot of Donovan Mitchell for the Cavaliers. 26 points, 7 assists. Get better payouts this NBA playoffs on FanDuel. Download the app and play your game. So a free throw to open up the fourth quarter because Asar Thompson was called on a technical foul at the end of the third. Said something that got the attention of the officials. And Cleveland tacks one on the board, 100-73.
How many times this year have the Detroit Pistons given up 100 going into the fourth quarter?
Are these rhetorical questions, or you want an answer?
I don't have the answer.
Schroeder gets to the rim.
But I'm going to say not very many.
Cleveland is 17-2 in its last 19 playoff games when they lead after 3 quarters. And this is a particularly large lead, opening the fourth. And a foul is called as Wade was defending.
Well, here's the thing. Not only has Detroit's defense been a struggle, the only guy that I could look at and say has played well, really well for Detroit is Duncan Robinson to their capabilities. No one else.
And Robinson turns it over.
All right, I'm mad about that. I just tried to praise the guy, and he's not going to do it. He's going to do that.
Merrill lays it in. And the dreaded color commentary curse during live action.
And you know what? That move that Sam Merrill just made, that deceleration, that came into the game in the last few years. It seems like everybody's got it.
Out of bounds. Harden thought he was fouled.
Harden wants him to challenge. What are you going to challenge, James? You don't want the ball out of bounds? You're going to challenge because you want to give it to Detroit? Like, you can't challenge a non-call.
The Cleveland starters have outscored the Detroit starters 74-36. And that's a foul called on Harris. Mobley will shoot 2. So that's 74 points from the Cleveland starters and 73 total points from the Detroit Pistons.
Well, they haven't made the effort on the defensive end, even right there. And you know, Ian, Tobias Harris, one of my favorite players in the league. I was fortunate to coach him. He's a class guy. He's had a great playoffs. But that was just all he did there was foul. He didn't try to move his feet and contest the shot. This has been going on all night long. This team, shockingly, home game 7, just hasn't brought it tonight at all.
Again, you never know what you're going to get in a game 7, but this roller coaster series has had twists and turns along the way. This one might be the most surprising of all. The fact that Detroit is getting blown out on its home floor in a decisive game 7.
Well, there's no question. I mean, Cleveland had a chance to win on their home floor the other night and wrap up the series, and they got blown out and got outworked. And then Detroit's gotten outworked here today. And look, Cleveland game 5 here was their first road win of the playoffs. They lost their first 5 road games, 3 to Toronto, the first 2 here in Detroit, dug out game 5 here in overtime, and now have come up with a big road performance here. And I've been critical of Detroit's effort, but I don't want to take anything away from Cleveland. They have been outstanding at both ends. This is the best I've seen them play defensively in the playoffs.
Foul was called on Wade. Duren blows the layup. This is the 159th Game 7 in NBA playoff history. The home team 117-41 in those games. Merrill dumps it inside. Mobley against Duren. He tried to bounce it backdoor. It got knocked away and out of bounds. Detroit's going to take over.
Well, that's a big deflection, those kind of plays. I mean, nothing's big in this game right now, but those kind of deflections are big. They don't seem much, but instead of a live ball turnover going the other way, he deflects the ball out of bounds. Cleveland gets their defense set.
Davis Jenkins makes his move on Merrill. The pull-up pop is good.
Jenkins into double figures. He's actually played pretty well on the offensive end.
Cavaliers lost in the Eastern Conference semifinals last year to Indiana 4-1. Schroeder just got knocked down. Harden gives it up on a pass, gets it back, and lays it in. On the same page with Mobley.
Outstanding passing by both of them.
I feel like the bus ride home for these Cavaliers fans is going to be pretty sweet.
I think it's going to be boisterous. to say the least.
25 buses made the trip as Cavaliers owner Dan Gilbert, who grew up in Southfield, Michigan, made sure that Cavaliers fans were going to be represented here tonight in Detroit. The Cavaliers 108, the Pistons 75. We're in the fourth quarter on Prime.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Oh, I'm headed up there. I see some loud fans on the west side of the section. I see you. There we go. We got more t-shirts coming to your area. If you want a t-shirt, you gotta get loud. Who wants one? You get a t-shirt. You get a t-shirt. Reload, Hooper. I want you to send it to the top. Send it all the way up. That, my friends, is the Kroger T-shirts. Oh.
All right, take a look at the video board. The 1 in 50/50 raffle ticket number. I'll give it to you.
Reported 25 busloads of Cavs fans made the trip today to Detroit. Just over 2.5 hours. They had the shirts, they had the towels, they had the spirit, and it has transferred over to their squad. 108-75, Cavaliers in front. Largest Game 7 wins on the road. Stan, I think you worked that game. Philadelphia 1948 against St. Louis.
I did, yes. I was only 25 at the time.
Yeah. Kobe Altman, the president of basketball operations. Mike Gansey, the GM, sitting beside him. You know, it's interesting because the Cavaliers have had excellent records the last few years. It hasn't necessarily translated to the postseason success they were looking for. This year may be a bit underwhelming in the regular season, but with 9:16 to go in the fourth quarter of Game 7, they're on the verge of advancing to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, they flipped the script from a great regular season team that couldn't get it done in the playoffs to probably, I think most of their fans and probably their own players and coaches would agree, a disappointing regular season to now finally getting to the conference finals. And look, you can say the same about the New York Knicks. Both playing their best basketball right now. Those were the two teams, if you go back to the preseason predictions that everybody thought would be leading in the Eastern Conference Finals as the top two seeds, they go in at number 3 and 4. And New York's got to be thrilled because they get to open the series at home now rather than on the road here in Detroit.
Bad miss by Jenkins. Long rebound to Schroeder. 9 minutes to play. Harden will hoist. Short. Duran saves it for Cunningham.
James Harden's Game 7 offensive woes continue, but it hasn't mattered in this one.
Harden is 2 of 9 from the field. 0 of 5 from three-point territory, just 9 points. Schroeder circling. Flip it for Harden, 10 to shoot.
Well, Harden came in his 8 career Game 7s, shooting only 35% from the floor and 22% at the line. So not surprising to see him have this kind of shooting game. Game 7 hasn't exactly been where he has thrived offensively, but again, you're up 35 points. It hasn't hurt him today.
And a foul stops play. It'll be against Sam Merrill.
Look at Eric Mobley here in a cut. I mean, they have just been chewed up in the paint tonight. They only gave up in the regular season 44 points a game in the paint, Detroit, and in the playoffs, they'd only been giving up 38 points a game, the best in the league. They've given up 52 today to the Cavs.
Robinson stripped of the ball. Mobley makes the play defensively. Get it ahead. Mitchell couldn't bank it in. Mobley's got 18 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals. And a foul is called at the 7:49 mark of the fourth. Free throws here for Dana Jenkins.
And Cleveland, Ian, came into this game 12th in defensive rating of the 16 teams in the playoffs, and they're turning in their best defensive game of the playoffs when it was needed most.
Take a look at the upcoming national TV schedule. Monday on NBC and Peacock, highly anticipated Western Conference Finals, Spurs and Thunder, Game 1. Tuesday, it's the Knicks waiting to see the winner of this one for Game 1 on ESPN. Go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app. And with the quick turnaround, as a head coach, when would you consider pulling your guys here in the fourth quarter in this type of lopsided affair?
I'm the wrong guy to ask. You're up 34 points. I'm not taking any chances. I'm making sure we played great. I'm going to make sure we get out of here with a win. And look, I honestly think the Cavs and the Spurs have a little bit of an advantage in Game 1. I've been the team that has been rested. As a coach, I think it takes time to get back into it. Great opportunity. You're still in rhythm for these teams. I think they can both go in and have a great shot at getting road wins in Game 1 of the next series.
Cavaliers knew they were traveling for Game 7. They were told, hey, pack for an extended stay because they'll go directly to New York.
And that'll be a happy flight, and then you get to work on New York tomorrow.
110 to 77 with 7:35 to go. Just utter disappointment here in Detroit as Harden still can't make a three. Swing it out for the Sesser triple. It's good.
That's his third made three. He and Robinson and LeVert, they're 8 for 16. Their bench from three-point range. The starters, 3 for 15 from three.
And Schroeder loses it off his foot, out of bounds. They're going to take a look at that one. A challenge on the play was called out of bounds off of Schroeder. 7:04 to go. Fourth quarter in Game 7.
Appreciate the coach's challenge on the out of bounds decision. replay determined that prior to the out-of-bounds decision, there was one run committed by Thompson. Therefore, this is a common foul that Thompson. Cleveland ball sideline. Cleveland reset. The shot clock 14. Then it is a successful challenge. And they have an additional challenge.
I'm a man on a mission. I'm a man on a mission. I don't need no permission. I'm a man.
The question that was hovering around Donovan Mitchell, could he lead his team to a conference finals? Well, we're getting the answer tonight here in Detroit. The Cavaliers are up 30 on the Pistons. Mitchell has put up 26 points. He's dished out 7 assists, 5 rebounds. He has not turned the ball over. Scoring numbers have been outstanding in the postseason for Donovan Mitchell. And tonight, he has answered the bell.
I just love how under control he has played against this game, against what's normally a good defensive team. I'm going to quit talking about guys. I talked about Duncan Robinson, he turned it over.
Yeah.
We talk about Mitchell, and he misses 2 shots, 3 shots.
And a foul is called, which means more free throws for Cleveland. They are 25 of 40. It'll be Evan Mobley going to the free throw line with 6:43 to play in the fourth.
Well, look, Detroit gave up the most free throw attempts in the league throughout the year. They were able to get away with that because that kind of physical defense also created a lot of turnovers. But when you give up 41 and 42 now on this free throw attempts, and you've only created 10 turnovers and only have 6 steals, the math's not going to work for you, even when a team is shooting this poorly at the free throw line.
1 out of 2 for Mobley. Terrific numbers for him. And came out right out of the gate very strong. Scored on the first possession. Had an aggressive mindset throughout. Pull up jump. Sesser. Can't get to the drop. Puts it inside. Mobley gets the block on Duran.
But even at the start of the game, he got off to Donovan Mitchell got him going.
The 3 ball for Strus. 114 to 80. Cleveland. Cunningham can't answer. 0 of 7 from 3-point range. Another one for Strus? No.
And Cunningham came in shooting 43% from 3 in the playoffs, 48% from 3 in this series.
Strus just took exception to the takedown by Thompson, had something to say. Officials, assistant coaches, staff members, all getting in between.
I mean, we've seen this a lot at the end of a lot of playoff games over the years where the frustration sets in. Detroit coming home for Game 7. It's been a frustrating day, and things start to boil over.
So Strus got up right away, put his finger into the chest of Thompson. Remember, Max Strus missed the first 67 games of the season with a broken left foot. And the officials now getting together to discuss this. So technical foul has been called on Strus. Personal foul was called on Thompson. So the Pistons are going to get a free throw after the technical. Cunningham will shoot it. Still have 5:51 to go here.
It's just unfortunate that such a great season for the Pistons is going to end in this manner.
What's going to be your takeaway from Detroit this season?
Well, look, you said it to start. They went from 14 wins 2 years ago. Nobody thought this was coming this year, 60 wins. If you would have said at the beginning of the year to anyone in the Pistons organization, hey, we'll give you getting to Game 7 of the second round of the playoffs, they would have definitely taken it. Here's the season recap, 60 wins. You beat Orlando in the first round, coming back from 3-1 down. You got 2 All-Stars. I mean, this has been a magnificent season for the Pistons. Their fans applauding Cade Cunningham as he comes off. It's just too bad that it has to end like this. Anybody who's been in coaching a long time or playing has been through something similar, and it feels awful.
Ron Holland the second now in the game for Detroit. Sasser drives and kicks for Holland. The spin and the rejection by Mobley. Mitchell, the low dribble, saves it for Strus. And Mitchell will get up off the floor. And a timeout taken. I think Kenny Atkinson may now take the starters out.
Once Donovan Mitchell hit the floor, Kenny was like, oh my gosh, let's get him out of the game.
5:24 to go. It's all Cleveland. (116-81). The Cavaliers on top of the Detroit Pistons. I think Donovan Mitchell is going back on the floor. After the game, stick around for NBA Nightcap, presented by Patron. Taylor Rooks, Dirk Nowitzki, Steve Nash, Blake Griffin, Udonis Haslem, Donovan Mitchell will join them live. Conference Finals preview and Dirk's final end of the road. So James Harden will sit.
Well, his final end of the road for this year.
For this year.
Well, let's not make Dirk's gone.
No, it's just a segment.
So final.
Merrill misses on a 3. Final end of the road this season.
Okay, good. We want to make sure everyone knows Dirk Nowitzki himself is not at the end of the road.
You understand, it's him singing.
I do. I just want to make sure we understand.
I think we do now.
Dirk is, he's going to be back.
Tolu Smith III gets the bucket. And he knocks it away, creating a turnover. Holland lost it for a moment. Holland lines it up and buries a triple. Chaz Lanier also in the game for Detroit.
These were not guys that anyone expected to see on the floor in Game 7 here at home.
Mitchell lobs it up and put down by Mobley.
And they're being told to take a foul here so they can get these guys out of the game.
And Mitchell will take the foul, and that will get him to the quota. Cavaliers fans rejoice.
And they're shooting free throws, so these guys will have to delay coming into the game. Craig Porter Jr., Jalen Tyson, Thomas Bryant, and Keon Ellis, all good players in their own right. It's a very deep Cleveland team. Cleveland, 4 guys with 20-plus points tonight. Mitchell leading the way with 26, but Allen and Merrill with 23, Mobley with 21. Just obviously a dominant outing at both ends. They played harder, they played better, clearly the better team, and hopefully sets up a great series between Cleveland and New York in the conference finals.
It's going to be the 3 seed and the 4 seed for the right to play for the NBA championship. Keon Ellis in, Thomas Bryant in, Craig Porter Jr. in.
I don't think we've been very good luck for the home team in this last week of our run this year, Ryan. I mean, the other night, San Antonio blowing out Minnesota in Minneapolis, and then tonight, Cleveland taking it to Detroit here. It's not us, is it?
Stan, I don't know if you got the memo. We play no role whatsoever.
Okay.
We just show up at the games, and then the games happen.
Okay, all right.
Our presence does not dictate.
I've seen you jinx a lot of shooters, so I was just worried that maybe we're jinxing the home team.
Yes, that's just your defense mechanism because you jinxed 8 different players tonight over the course of the action.
I did. I really feel like these guys were not helping me out tonight. I mean, Donovan Mitchell had an unbelievable night. I start to praise him. He misses 3 shots on 1 possession.
Naquan Tomlin in the game as well for Cleveland. For the final 3:28.
Naquan Tomlin, the only American-born player in the NBA who did not play high school basketball.
Tyson, the jumper doesn't go. So the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference will be out in the Eastern Conference semifinals, losing at home in a Game 7. Pistons won 60 games this season. They were trying to advance to the conference finals for the first time since 2008 as Bryant misses on the jumper, rebounded by Smith.
So both of the top seeds in the East went out losing Game 7s at home. Boston losing to Philadelphia in the first round in Game 7.
Jenkins is fouled, 2:39 mark. All right, time to look ahead. Cavaliers and Knicks. What strikes you immediately about these 2 teams matching up?
Well, first thing is, you see that the Knicks won 2 out of 3. Both were in Madison Square Garden. Both before the James Harden trade was made. So Harden only played in the February game, and the Cavs won that one by 15 at home. But that's 3 months ago now. And so I don't know you can put a lot into that. 2 of the best offensive teams in the league. New York has been outstanding defensively over the second half of the season and into the playoffs. Cleveland will have to play this kind of defense, what we saw tonight, but haven't seen enough from them. They're going to have to play that kind of defense, I think, to get past New York, who's playing at a really, really high level. But gosh, do we have some great matchups to watch. Donovan Mitchell and Jalen Brunson will provide plenty of entertainment. Karl Anthony Towns playing at a very, very high level. but as is Evan Mobley and Jared Allen both. We've got great matchups coming up in that one.
Let's get more from Cassidy.
Yeah, guys, and the Cavaliers believe experience matters here. Not only have they experienced the adversity of winning 2 7-game series, Cleveland actually has the most playoff experience of any team still left in the postseason. The Cavs' top 8 rotation players have a combined 558 career playoff games, 92 more than the next closest team. You can feel it where that experience shows up, whether it's James Harden with 187 playoff games alone, Max Strus bringing finals experience and emotional edge, or veterans like Dennis Schroeder, settling or adding to pressure moments. So Cleveland believes this is the best prepared this core has been for a stage like this, which is their first conference finals since LeBron James was a Cav, guys.
Yep, but something for NBA fans to look forward to with San Antonio and Oklahoma City in the Western Conference Finals. Smith gets the bucket on the inside, and Cleveland and New York in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Well, and you hope guys like Mobley, Allen, Donovan Mitchell remember the 2023 first-round whooping that New York gave them, where they absolutely punked to them on the glass and everywhere else. You hope that is in their memory and they want to change those fortunes.
Turnover with just over a minute to go. Porter drives, Bryant loses it, gets it back, couldn't finish initially. And now Porter will get the bucket. Ball window dressing right now with just under a minute to play, 120-94.
And that's the most, not only the most points they've scored in the series, but the most paint points now they have scored in the series. They just dominated Detroit in the effort areas tonight.
Ellis cashes in from long range. 50% from the field for Cleveland, 36% for Detroit.
All right, and I have no prediction for the Eastern Conference Finals, but I do have a prediction looking at the Cleveland fans that there will be a few alcoholic beverages drunk on the ride home to Cleveland tonight.
You know this is a fact, or you're speculating?
Just my prediction. Yeah, I'm prescient.
Cavaliers will dribble out the clock. And this topsy-turvy series belongs to Cleveland. A blowout Game 7 win in Detroit to advance to the Eastern Conference Finals. They get there for the first time since 2018. Next up, the New York Knicks. The Cavaliers get it done on the road. And this one was over early.
It's just such an interesting end to this series where the last 2 games of a very competitive series, the road team blew out the home team.
Game 6, Detroit beat Cleveland by 21 points, and the Cavaliers respond in a big way.
Well, and that 21-point win in Game 6 tied an NBA record for the largest margin of victory for a road team down 3-2 in a series in the history of the NBA. Then you come in here with one of the biggest Game 7 road wins in NBA history. A very strange series, but Cleveland moves on. It should be a great Eastern Conference Final.
And Donovan Mitchell has done it. He has gotten to a conference final for the first time in his 9-year career. And Mitchell was simply fantastic. 26 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds, 0 turnovers. Utter disappointment for the Pistons and their fans. Entered the playoffs as the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. It took 7 games to get through Orlando, and then they back it up forcing a Game 7, but falling well short against the Cavaliers. Let's send it over to Cassidy.
Thanks, Ian. Jared, I think it's official, especially in these playoffs. Game 7, Jared Allen is real. How would you describe just the mentality you guys came into this game to just dominate on the road in Game 7?
We just knew that we had to get the job done. We knew that we had to bring a lot of force. This is a tough arena to win in, and we knew that every single possession, every single play was super important.
And look, you've been battling alongside Donovan Mitchell for a while now. What stood out to you about the way he steadied this group with his playmaking and scoring tonight?
He started out the game not trying to take it over, not trying to score every single basket. He started the game trying to distribute the ball. And I think that's huge for a leader like him, trying to get everybody else going and then getting himself going second.
Okay, so quick turnaround.
Yeah.
Madison Square Garden, the Knicks, the Eastern Conference Finals, Jared.
Absolutely.
After silencing this crowd here in Game 7, what are you expecting in that environment on Tuesday?
Yeah, we know it's going to be a loud environment, and we know that their fans are incredible fans, crazy fans, but we know that we can do it. We came to an incredible arena like this and took over the game. We just have to do it again.
Lastly, Eastern Conference Finals. How does that feel?
Feels good. We're along this journey. Every step is a step further. We just have a job and more to do.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Back to you.
Cassidy, this was a Cavaliers masterclass. 125 to 94. And now we have the pairings in the conference finals. The Cavaliers and the Knicks, the Thunder and the Spurs. It's going to be a blast, and it has been our honor covering the NBA for you this season on Prime as we say goodnight from Detroit. But don't forget, our studio is ready to go. NBA Nightcap presented by Patron. For Stan Van Gundy, Cassidy Hubbard, the rest of our Amazon Prime crew, Ian Eagle, goodbye from Detroit and enjoy the rest of the postseason.
I ain't got it.
Get one of these Jimmy John sandwiches, chips, and a drink for $8.99. Choose Turkey Tom with all natural turkey or Pepe with smoked ham and provolone. Delicious. The $8.99 meal deal for a limited time at Jimmy John's. Oh, that's good.
Everything online at Old Navy is 50% off. Here's style expert Nikki Campbell.
We are cooking up classics for Memorial Day. The dress is hot, the bag is everything, and the sweater is chic.
Shorts, let your knees breathe.
Fire him.
What's the fastest way to appear?
It's okay. I got you, buddy. Stay with me, Sticks.
Ain't got
Yeah, he
just ain't got it.
He just ain't got it.
So we got two motherfuckers ain't showing up that ain't got it, and we need all the pieces we can get. And y'all are two important pieces.
Yeah,
two starters.
We need all these bullets in this gun, and y'all, hey, you putting blanks in here. This, like, nah, we need your production, dog. Like, that sitting out of playoff game shit is weird, though.
Cavs need this, though. Cavs need this.
They gonna take it.
James Harden made the decision to go to the Cavaliers for this right here. And he showed up the last two games to show everybody that I'm not playing around this time. This time, I'm going to change it. And that's what I love about narratives that push he's going to do the same thing he's been doing. I feel like there's always an opportunity to change it this time. There's always this opportunity, no matter how consistent I've been with fucking it up.
He has been.
Been consistent with
It's a
fucking it
long
up.
history, man.
But if I can do 1 for 8,
Yeah.
it's better than 0 for 8.
Okay.
Give me 1 for 8.
Yeah.
I like James's chances to get him over the hump.
I mean, I like
it.
He scored 30 last night. And he
Then we
made a
had
bunch
to
of big shots. Yeah. The last two games.
Donovan Mitchell's down 4 for 15. The least I can do is carry us to this point.
Ask y'all a question. The foul on Tobias Harris when James kicked his feet out.
I ain't like it.
Did you think it was offensive foul?
I just feel like James.
When James went like that, I think that's offensive foul because if I'm
right, so
and he pushed his feet out.
He did it, and they called a foul on Tobias, right?
Yeah.
JB didn't have no challenges because he had challenged that thing in the third quarter.
He had.
He didn't have no challenges.
Yeah.
Once again, coaches.
Stop doing this fucking shit.
No, but the players didn't do it. This was all on JB. You can't do it. It's too valuable. Them challenges are too valuable in the playoffs. So first 3 quarters, listen, unless you know it's blatant proof that K got 3 fouls and that's his 4th foul in the third quarter, and you got blatant proof that it is, then you do it. But if it's before challenging things before the 4th quarter, man, the last 5 minutes of the 4th quarter, like they challenged some shit late, knew they wasn't gonna get it, but he had a challenge.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, that out of bounds shit, you wanted them to go call, because James kicked his feet out again.
He did.
You wanted them to go review it to see if they were gonna call the foul on Tobias again. It was the exact same play that they called the foul on Tobias the first time, but you don't have your challenge.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Stop using them coaches before then, man. Like, it ain't worth it.
Because they're giving you opportunities to use it in these tight situations down the stretch for the whole severity of the game. So if you
timeout.
So think about, we playing, you a coach, I'm a coach. The whole, let's say the first 3 quarters, we not even thinking about using that shit because the game's gonna play out the way the game played. The ref missed the call, he missed the call. Hey, get your ass back down. Get down there and run back on defense. Stop. Don't even look at me and do this. You do this to me as a player, you're coming out. 4th quarter, we need our fucking replays based on what happens with the last 2 minutes. 2-minute drill football. We got the 2-minute drill. This is where we need our replays. Anything happen in this time, everything that happened before, it don't matter. We can't change none of that. But we can challenge it now because we got enough to do that. But when you don't, and you just doing shit to appease guys, or the Lakers, the JJ be doing that shit, Dagnoff be doing that shit, for what? Because the player feel like he got fouled? Fuck him. Get your ass up and get back down the court.
Like Max Strus did it last night early, and motherfucker Kenny Atkins like, look, dude, no. Like, it was a foul. Whatever he was challenging, we saw it. It happened.
It was a foul.
But, dude, I can't afford to waste it right now. It's too important. Like, possession, it's a possession. The ball is too important. Just like the turnovers and all that shit is important, them challenges are important. Treat it the same way, because you only get one if you lose it. Like, that's the thing. Like, you gotta.
Even if you get it right and you got the second one, you gotta burn the timeout.
Yeah, you gotta burn the timeout to get it, which is crazy. The fucking rules is flawed.
Crazy to me.
Right?
Y'all fucking up.
You fucking up and I challenge and I get it right and I still get penalized. Like, how does that?
Because you challenging the referee.
Yeah.
You're making Tony others look bad.
Well, do your job. Don't guess. Call shit what you see.
He's the judge, jury, executioner.
Yeah.
He previously said. So Detroit was down 3-1 in the first round to the Magic before getting 3 straight wins. Now they need a winning Game 6 in Cleveland to keep their season alive. Do we feel like the Pistons have another comeback in them?
Don't have to.
There are trucks, and then there's the 2026 GMC Sierra, with the capability to handle what life throws your way. That's the GMC Sierra, leading where it matters most. GMC Sierra, it's the truck. During GMC Truck Month, get 2.9% APR for 72 months on 2026 Sierra 1500 models. Plus, no monthly payments until after Labor Day. We are professional grade.
At Marshall's, our buyers hustle 24/7 to get you great deals on the good stuff.
Trident Vibes. It's soft. It's juicy. A soft gum with a juicy experience. It's a vibe.
You keep on running around. You keep on running around.
Hey there, hi, hello, what's the word, baby? Tell me your two floor seats to this concert. Word is this 10 years in the making. Word is I'm bringing home the bacon. Word is they don't see what it take to make it, but the word on the street side make it look easy. Too easy. Live like king, so the money ain't easy. Hits like Sting, honey, you cannot beat me. Did it so casual, must be a natural. Heard him say,
Find me a late night pizza spot.
Me in the capital, super compatible. Got me like, word is this 10 years in the making. Word is I'm bringing home the bacon. Word is they don't see what it take to make it, but the word on the street side make it look easy, easy, easy. Word on the street is I make it look easy. Too easy.
Lose 4 straight games.
They've done before.
I'm done.
Shit. You done?
We put you out.
I learned my lesson from you.
We
You
put
talk.
you out. Oh, let's go.
I
ain't no Cleveland fan either. You know, I don't like them niggas, but I'm going with them this year.
Lose 4 straight.
Now listen, if Cleveland win and play the Knicks, that's going to be a different.
That's a good matchup.
That's a very good matchup. That shakes things up a little bit because Cleveland got them bigs that can move.
Yeah. Spurs, OKC, Knicks, Cavs. We talking about some good shit going on.
It's going to be Donovan Mitchell versus Brunson.
Donovan Mitchell, Brunson.
That's that's going to
Watch parties. Yeah, you ain't got to come, Joe.
Cat versus them 2 big boys.
Hey, baseball season almost
Robinson, Mitchell Robinson, Jared Allen.
That's a good bump, man. That's a good bump.
Yeah. You got Strus and Josh Harden and
Max.
James Harden and Bridges.
Yo, I'm coaching too. They playing Mobley and Allen together. I'm playing Mitchell Robinson and Cat.
Why not?
I'm coaching this
I'm
year.
I'm not playing small.
I'm not playing because Cat and Mobley, that's a good matchup.
But is OG gonna be back?
We don't know.
That's a big difference.
What is it, hamstring?
Yeah.
That's going to,
You know how that is.
Last time he had it, I think it was against the Pacers. They tried to bring him back for that Game 7. It was
that was last year?
A couple, 20,
Whatever it is, that hammy, man.
So that shit is reoccurring around the same time?
Yeah, a couple years ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Let me find out we need to investigate your ass.
So Cleveland went and got James because he's played in 186 playoff games. And it started to show the last 2 games that just on sheer playoff experience, because again, Cade's played in 18. And alongside James, you got Donovan Mitchell, who's played in 75 playoff games, and Strus has played in 76 playoff games, just for the record, and that showed last night.
He was with Miami.
Yeah, okay. And just for the record, little Schroeder, who I just respect it. I know he bounces, but he's a difference maker to me, and he's played in 86 playoff games. He's just been there and done all that.
That's a good one.
Okay.
My wife was like, yo, he played for them?
He does.
Yeah, she was like, he didn't play for every. She like, he played for every NBA team, right?
He has to
played five within the last year.
Yeah. Yeah, he reminds me, quick NFL reference, C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I don't know if you guys, but he just floats from team to team, and everywhere he goes, something good happens.
He's good.
The team's good.
Yeah.
They're like Wait. He went to Buffalo now. Watch Buffalo.
Oh, yeah.
He'll pick off 7 passes this year and change all those games.
Yeah.
But that's like Schroeder. He just knows how to play.
Yeah.
And he ain't afraid of nobody. Yeah. And no moment is too big for him. He'll take big. Even when he was a Laker, he would make big shots. I don't know if you remember, but
we remember.
Yeah, that's a good.
Play with his bread.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it, that's a good something to have, a card to have in your pocket, right?
Little
Uno. Like, hey,
draw 4.
Reverse.
And then
to
your point, Tobias has played in 79 playoff games because of the Sixers. Okay, but he's an okay third wheel. But now he's not a second star, and you're saying, oh, they're doubling Cade and Strus is all up into Cade. Tobias, you gotta, and he shot 6 of 19. And he made a couple shots, but he's Tobias Harris. He's not that guy.
Yeah, right. I think 0 for 8 in the fourth quarter when they double Cade on those possessions. So from the Pistons,
I like your point to that though, because when you're asking Tobias, because we've been asking for him to be more than what he's already been in 2023. We said he went and got his 30. Yeah. So now we're like, Tobias, you got to be the good number 2 now.
All right, so let's tell. So Skip, we were having a conversation about Cade needs help, right?
Yeah.
And we were all in an agreement that Tobias's window of his production is from 15 points to 25 points, right? We were in agreement. We were like, yo, he averaging 15, and the most he can give you on any given night was 25.
All right.
25. We always.
I said a 30.
He said then.
Okay, maybe.
I was fighting the 30, right?
We was both fighting.
We was fighting the 30,
Brandon went out on the limb and was like, he's gonna get us 30.
The very next game, he went out when he had the 32, right? Right?
Nailed it.
The very next game, he went out and had 32. I was like, damn.
Yeah, for sure.
But he's a solid, consistent player. Yeah. But he's not your second option.
No.
He has been playing great in these playoffs. He is one of the, if not the main, I'm saying one of the main reasons they got out of the first round.
Okay.
His play. So far in this series, he has played great. Struggled yesterday, but then that's times when your all-star needs to show up.
Yes, and I was just about to say that.
Right.
If we get 20 and 11 from the guy we supposed to get 20 and 11 from, Tobias thrives as a third option.
His off night is not.
Yeah.
Yeah. His off
the way he has been playing, the way he's been playing has been the cherry on the Sunday, right? The way Tobias has been playing has been a cherry on the Sunday.
Yeah.
You need that all-star to be himself, and then when Tobias is having a
15,
a Tobias night, his 15, then it's not as detriment as it was
so last night they needed 25 from Tobias, and they got 13 on 6 of 19 and 1 of 7 from 3. It's just not.
He had off night.
So imagine.
But he taking the shots though.
Yeah, he had off night.
We needed 25 from him, right? He had 13. We only had 9 from Durden. Give us 11 more points from Durden. We didn't have Duncan Robinson.
Effort.
We had Jenkins give us 19.
He did.
Yeah, Paul
So
Reed
we're
gave you
talking
10 and 8,
about
though.
a full, like, the Detroit Pistons is full body. They're just as good as any other team when you talk about talent that can show up. But when you don't have them guys all on the court, you're looking at a potential sweep of the Cleveland Cavaliers if they play consistent with who's supposed to show up and do what.
That is true.
And then you're looking at, all right, we got one guy not playing and another guy, we got to take these guys to 7 because we're not being the number 1 team in the East that we're supposed to be. We're allowing the number 6. They're number 6, right? Cleveland was 6? Or they're 4. They're 4th right now. So you're allowing the Cleveland Cavaliers to come in here and look like a better team than we are based on production.
True. Well, and so Detroit Pistons built up a bunch of Dallas guys. I don't know if y'all know that or not. Jenkins, Holland, Cade. You know what I'm saying? Sasser.
Sasser too.
Yeah. Y'all played against Sasser and his uncle and his pops and them in high school.
Shout out.
Well, they lose, man. Hey,
from one D to the other.
You gonna figure that Dallas shit out.
But let's keep this.
I like Jenkins though.
Jenkins tough.
He going there trying to bunk. He trying to dunk on.
Play hard.
He trying to dunk on Allen and Mobley down that motherfucker. I'm like, yeah, all right, young fella.
He play hard.
All right, well, let's keep this thing moving. Thanks to NetSuite for sponsoring today's podcast. Rates will rise or fall. Inflation's up or down. That's why over 41,000 businesses have future-proofed their business with NetSuite by Oracle. From software and IT services to healthcare, equipment manufacturing, financial services, and many other great American industries, NetSuite delivers a customized solution for your business with real-time insights and forecasting. You're peering into the future with actionable data. When you're closing the books in days, not weeks, you're spending less time looking backwards and more time on what's next. If your revenues are at least in the 7 figures, get our free business software guide, Demystifying AI, at netsuite.com/Gil. That's netsuite.com.
Looking for the perfect outfit? You can search and try on looks virtually with Google.
Lysol disinfectant spray can prevent mold and mildew growth. Spray it every week to break the cycle.
This is Arby's quarter-pound pulled pork and chopped brisket. Both are smoked slow for up to 13 hours. Tender, juicy barbecue like this isn't magic, although there is a lot of smoke involved. Poof!
Arby's, we have the meat.
New plan.
Hey Google, what's the fastest way to the pier?
/Gil. All right, well, it's going to get turned up.
So you said you had to be making 7 figures? Is that what they said?
James, you know the show is not for broke boys.
I see. Shit.
Wait, what
Other shows out there.
Huh?
What happened?
Oh, they said no, the little net sweep thing is that you need to be making 7 figures. Like how many?
As LeVar Ball once said, if you can't afford big baller brand, that means you are not a big baller.
You are not a big baller. I bought them shits too. I bought $500 for them shits.
And LeVar, thank you for sending me that extra T-shirt a couple years ago. I appreciate you. Let's get into another situation. We addressed a little bit on the show yesterday. Decided to save it for today. So, Skip, you made an appearance on First Take last week. First time in 10 years. You and Stephen A. Both dressed nice, dressed to impress, looking good. Flares out, already doing it. And during that appearance, you discussed your top 10 players of all time. So here's that list for the sake of reference. So you got MJ, the top spot, followed by Magic, Shaq, Kareem, Tim Duncan 5, Bill 6, Kobe Bryant 7, Larry Bird 8th, LeBron Raymond James Sr. 9th on that list, and Will Chamberlain rounding out that top 10. So LeBron 9th on your top 10 list. So as I alluded to earlier in the show, Skip, want to know, what are you smoking to think LeBron is the 9th best player in NBA history?
Smoking nothing.
Pass it around.
Patchouli.
So Josiah's gonna not like me even more than ever after this one.
No, Skip, we are friends now. We don't have to like the same players to.
All right. I just say what I see and what I've been seeing for these 23 years. And you can ask my wife, I don't miss LeBron games, watch every dribble. So first, allow me for the 1,000th time each to hit the 3 all-time positives in LeBron James' basketball game. He is the greatest power driver of the basketball I have ever seen. Born left-handed, plays right-handed, ambidextrous at the rim. He is obviously a generational passer who takes my breath away a couple times a night where I just say, wow, that's a gift from above right there. And he is obviously the most durable athlete I have ever seen in any sport, anywhere, anytime. He is the longevity king.
Bronjevity, as we call it.
Yeah. And I'm going to knock on wood saying this. 23 years, 41 years of age, and no surgeries. It's just, it's impossibly blessed is what he has been. I give you all that. But I do have him 9th, and I will defend it with all my heart and soul for you. It's going to take a minute because of 2 glaring deficiencies. So everybody you saw above 9 on my list, to me, are all cold-blooded basketball killers, every single one of them. And I'll whip through the list in just a second for you, starting with that guy at the top, who had the greatest clutch toughness I have ever been around, and I was around Michael in Chicago. I was there in 1998 for the Last Dance season. And as gifted as LeBron James is, he has proven time and time again to me to be the mentally most fragile superstar I have ever closely observed. His resume is stained again and again with epic playoff fails that I will quickly detail for you in just a moment. He has been notorious as a late game free throw shooting liability because he, by superstar standards, is just a poor free throw shooter at 74% for his career. Jordan was 84%. All the greats were above this. Obviously not the centers, the post players. But for a point guard / point forward to be only a 74% free throw shooter is just unacceptable if you want to move him up the list. It just disqualifies you because you're better than that. You keep telling us that you're in the lab all off season, but you never were able to improve 74%. You guys were better free throw shooters than that. Yeah, you were. You were. And three-point shooting, 35%, and he used to be high volume, and to his credit, he's toned that way down. But this year was 32%, which ranked 4th from the bottom in the NBA, and I'm not holding him accountable for year 23, but by superstar standards, a poor free throw shooter and a poor three-point shooter. And this brings me to this list. And I mentioned Jordan, and maybe it's because I've been on TV for so long with opponent after opponent trying to convince me that LeBron is better than Jordan. So wait, you're telling me that the mentally most fragile playoff player I've ever observed as a superstar is better than the toughest mentally player I ever closely observed in Michael Jeffrey Jordan? It's just laughable to me. It's blasphemous to me. It's outrageously wrong to me. They don't belong in the same debate. So I can't even start with that one because you can't start with it. Which brings me to Magic. Despite that $1 million smile of his, and I think you can appreciate this, beneath that smile was a cold-blooded killer. The greatest leader winner I ever saw. And he had 5 rings, and he was, as you recall, the most outstanding player of a Final Four championship game over Larry Bird, which led to him being the first rookie ever to win NBA Finals MVP the next year because he stood in for Kareem in Game 6 at Philadelphia and went 42, 15, and 7. And he did win 3 Finals MVPs, and he did win 3 regular season MVPs. And yeah, I was around those teams, and I got to know him. And listen, game for my life, I want Magic overseeing my game. I want him orchestrating for me on both ends. I saw him one year. I was in Dallas covering the Mavericks. They had a player named Roy Tarpley. You might not remember, but
we know Roy.
Yeah, okay.
Roy.
So 7 feet tall.
Turn up.
Hey, he had his issues off the floor, but on the floor, he was a monster. And this was Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals at the Fabulous Forum. And I was sitting there in the front row, in the press row. And I watched Magic go in the huddle between quarters and say, I got Roy Tarpley in the 4th quarter. And he took Roy Tarpley out of the game, scoreless in the 4th quarter. And the Lakers won it and went on to beat Detroit in the finals. Which brings me to Shaq. There were 3 years of Shaquille O'Neal in which he was the most overpowering, intimidating force on both ends of the floor I ever saw, and it ain't even close. Just awe-inspiring. So he did it all is a short time, but he was 3-time Finals MVP and deserved every one of them. Which brings me to Kareem. The most unstoppable shot I ever saw was the skyhook. So 6 rings and 6 regular season MVPs and 3 finals MVPs. I don't know, he was the opposite of Shaq. He didn't terrorize. He just was unstoppable. He just beat you and beat you and beat you. And you want to talk about a big game, big shot taker and maker, it was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Some people make the case that he was the GOAT. Mm-hmm. Which brings me to Tim Duncan, and I was close to those Spurs teams. And talk about leadership, beyond Popovich leadership, the driving force of a dynasty was Tim Duncan, who would have 6 rings if not for the greatest clutch shot I ever saw, which was Ray Allen's clutch shot that ended Game 6 of 2013. And he's another one. If my life is on the line, I want Tim Duncan on my side, because he's just going to, there's no splash and flash to it. He's just going to make big shots at big moments and get big rebounds and make big passes and block big shots. Which brings me to maybe the most controversial name on my list, because it precedes even me. I'm not old enough to have really grasped how great he was, but I've sure talked to a lot of people who appreciate what Mr. Russell did with 11 rings in 12 tries, lost 1 finals early in his career, and he won the last 2 as a player coach, and he won 5 MVPs. But the main thing that he did was he went up against the greatest stat machine in the history of basketball, Wilt Chamberlain. 8 times they played in playoff series, and 7 times Bill Russell, he was what you're saying. He was the essence of energy, effort, ferocity, commitment. You ain't going to beat me. Mm-hmm. You're 3 inches taller than me, and I'm going to take you out of this game because I'm going to outwill you. I'm going to outsmart you. And Bill Russell at 6'10" could jump out of the gym. To me, the greatest defensive player ever, the greatest shot blocker until Wemby came along, but more athletic than Wemby, to me. More explosively athletic at 6'10" than Wemby. And as a player coach, he was the essence of the biggest dynasty we've ever seen. And you can say playing against plumbers and white guys and whatever you want to say. I don't know. He's playing against Wilt Chamberlain, who's 10th on my list and would be higher if not for what Bill Russell did to him. Kobe Bean Bryant. Again, I do 1 game for my life. LeBron or Kobe, stop it. I want to live. I want Kobe. Give me Kobe.
Damn.
Right? And then,
I want to live. Can I live?
Yes. Larry Bird. Same idea. 1 game for my life. Man, give me Larry Joe Bird. As gutsy a clutch shooter as I ever saw, and just a bad MF. Just would tell you what he's going to do to you and do it at the highest level in the biggest games. If there hadn't been a Magic, he would have won 7 straight, whatever. He would have dominated the 80s. And that brings me to LeBron, and for all his greatness, the inability to shoot and the epic fails just drop him down the list, because he just wasn't as mentally tough as all those guys I just detailed for you. And maybe I should let you guys respond before I go through the litany of epic fails, because I want to walk you through and get you to respond. But let me open it up here.
You know they lead with stats. You know, Skip, you're going to have to tighten up your stats, because LeBron is the king of stats.
Epic fail. Was there anything positive in LeBron's career, Skip?
He led off with that.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for me, I got Bron number 1. You know, I think
better than Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I got Bron number 1. I think LeBron James is the American dream. For one, we can start talking about off the court, how he built his brand and his.
Okay, but I'm not doing off the court.
All right. Okay. But I mean, it's everything. So I love that part. But then let's go with the way how he played for 3 different teams, over 10,000 points with 3 different teams, as a number 1 option. he's the only player in NBA history to win a championship, be Finals MVP with 3 different teams. The most playoff wins without an All NBA player. The most playoff wins without any All-Star players. The most playoff wins than any other player. He's had 3 Hall of Fame careers with the Cavs, Miami, and the Lakers, averaging over 25 points a night. He's number 1 with in players of the week. Getting player of the week, getting player of the month. He's number 1. He scraps that. He has the most 30. I want to say he has the most 30 and 10-point games in the playoffs. 35 and 10 dimes. He has 124. The next person is Jerry West, which is 10. The most 40, 10, and 5 playoff games. That's LeBron with 10. Shaq is with 4, and Mike is 3rd with 4. If we want to talk about clutch, if we want to talk about the way you had to do it, I think he had the hardest way to do it because he went to different teams and he made it his team, and he was the number 1 guy. We talk about clutch. You talk about Larry Bird. He was terrible in the clutch when it's time for Boston to win. If you look at those closeout games, he was terrible.
Playing the Lakers,
he was terrible when it counted for them to close out. And then just, most 25 and 5 playoff games before 30 and after 30. Jordan is at 73. He's at 80. He played against